And welcome back to episode 134 of the Hit the Showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I am your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my point man and co-host, Malcolm. I don't even know what to call this weak ass today. Malcolm.
Malcolm, 100% healthy king.
Yeah, for now, motherfucker. We know,
Man, what's going
we know you King
on?
COVID over there.
No, sir.
That's
Mr.
King COVID.
Kyrie. Mr. Kyrie and them. No, sir.
That nigga that had COVID 3 times.
I'm playing all. I've only had it once, and I'm playing all home and away.
That nigga had COVID 3 times.
It's all right, Cliff. You know, you just got to play in the bubble. That's all right. We all been there.
Listen, it's alright. It's alright. It's gonna take more than a little COVID to stop me.
I know, that's right. What's going on, though? What we got? It's a beautiful Saturday.
Yeah, it's a nice Saturday. I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm quarantining, but
Right. Well, just know the sun's shining. I'm out here. I'm your witness. LeBron and them.
I would believe it even if I didn't hear from you, sir. But we here to talk NBA. We've been gone for a while. Been on vacation, got back, got sick. So I know motherfuckers might have forgot about us for a minute there.
Right.
But jumping into this draft, I mean, it did go slightly different than what everybody projected as far as the first pick goes with the Paulo Banchero. I believe Q called that one though. He said he saw him going first. I thought it was going to be Jabari Smith going first.
No, I had a feeling that the Duke boy would go just because I feel like early on when I think the year before when they were doing the mock draft and talking about their predictions, I think he was the guy initially that was getting the nod for the first pick.
Right before the season started.
Yeah, so I always kind of just felt like he'll probably be based off what I heard, the guy. But
I mean, I don't know. What? Go ahead. What was you about to say?
No, I say he's nice. I mean, he's cool. He seems like he's doing okay so far. Still too early, but
I mean, out of the top three,
Chet's been balling. I mean, to me, Chet's been looking like. I mean, he's 7 foot, but I don't know that boy Chet. I mean, he's a walking bucket. I mean, he just.
I don't know. I don't know if he is. I think people are gassing him up. I think people are gassing him up way too much. Well, first and foremost, Paulo Banchero or whatever, he went to Orlando first. Chet Holmgren went second to Oklahoma City. Then Jabari Smith went third to the Houston Rockets. I mean, I think the chips fell where they should have, but I think that people are gassing Chet Holmgren up way too much. He is good for his skill. He has a great skill set for his size. But let's be honest, he can't do much down there against real big men, and he's struggling in the summer league against big men.
He doesn't need to. You know who his play style actually reminds me of, and he actually did one of his moves in the first summer league game? Chet Holmgren's going to be our modern-day Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki is an advocate saying that he never played defense. He wasn't really good at defense. I think Chet Holmgren's going to be like a Dirk Nowitzki type of player. He's going to be an offensive guy, not going to really be that defensive person you're looking for.
That's a problem, though. That's a problem regardless. Just because in this era of basketball, you have to be able to switch. Even your big man has to be able to switch.
Right.
Which means you have to be defensively sound in order to know when you're doing that. If I can only count on you for offense and then you get frustrated when you're in there with a bigger body and you're not scoring, I don't look at you as that top guy like everybody says you are. Because it was very evident when the Oklahoma City played the Grizzlies in the summer league that he was frustrated down there with Kenny Lofton Jr. on him. When he had that big body down there and he couldn't get his plays off, he was frustrated. And it showed in his game.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, Kenny Lofton, that's a big boy. I mean,
but think about it. This is just the summer league. That's a big raw boy. He doesn't have the skill set of these NBA players. Now, he is NBA ready, yes, but it's not like he's tenured in the league like these NBA players are. So if you're struggling like that with a raw dude, what's going to happen when you get into the league with bigger centers that are big like that and taller and more efficient at their job?
Right.
How frustrated do you get then? What do you produce at that point? I just feel like this is one of those situations where they're hoping he's the best player, so they're gassing him up to be, but right now it doesn't look like that.
Well, a couple things. So, obviously, I know Chet Holmgren's played at least 2 Summer League games. He's a rookie. So, we're still very, very early into the process of his development. I don't even think he's supposed to have hitting a ceiling yet. I mean, there's tons of factors. So, I definitely see what you're saying right now, but I'm thinking long term. Do you remember, okay, Cliff, do you remember how Giannis Antetokounmpo looked when he first came into the league? Do you remember his field and how he looked? It's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of Chet as well. Like, Chet's long and he's lanky and he's not really built to be handling NBA people just yet. But I think with time, well, that's an interesting tag on someone's card. Anyways, I think with time and I think with...
what's it say? Since it was that important that you had to stop your thought.
I just looked up and seen these 2 stickers on someone's truck that says "fuck Biden" and "fuck Biden" and some other shit below it. I hadn't seen those ones yet, so I was like, okay. But anyways, no, Chet. I think with time, Cliff. I think with adding weight and adding muscle, clearly he needs to do. I think he'll be okay. But yeah, he has some work to do in the weight room for sure.
I agree with that 1,000%. I think that he has a high ceiling. But right now, I don't think that he's everything that they're making him out to be. I think out of that top 3 that we just named between Paolo, Chet, and Jabari, I think Paolo and Jabari are the 2 most well-rounded players.
Right. But did you also hear that Chet Holmgren broke the record in the Summer League first game for the amount of blocks in one game? He holds now the NBA Summer League record. He's the first player to ever have 6 blocks. I believe it was 6, maybe 7, 6 at least. In one game, he had 6 blocks in his Summer League debut.
I mean, that's what's up. That's what's up.
The potential's definitely there. He just needs to hit the weight room and just, play some defense.
He definitely needs to hit that weight room.
Yeah, he's frail. But again, that's how Giannis was. Remember, again, Giannis when he first came in? I mean...
But see, that's another thing that I think is going on is I think that there's only one Giannis. There's only ever been one Giannis, let's put it like that. And I don't see a lot of them coming after him. Now, I will say that we're getting to a point where bigger players are having a wider variety of skills.
Right.
So I can see why you lean towards that big man like that. But I think what's going to end up happening is people are investing in these big men thinking that they got Giannis's, and I don't know if their careers last as long.
Right.
Because there's a reason why big men didn't take the bulk of the impact back in the days. Because their positions were harder. They had to bang around. So you weren't going to be the leading scorer unless you were a Shaq, somebody who was 7'2", 300 plus. That could really just bully something. But if you put a 7-footer, 195, 215... and you expect him to be your scorer, what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up getting a Kevin Durant. And I don't mean that from like scoring title standpoint. I mean that from injury standpoint. Those guys aren't built like Giannis to be able to take that impact, lead that game offensively all day long for 82 games out of a season, and last 10 to 15 years of an NBA career. It doesn't work like that. They say statistically, if you're over the height of 7 foot, your joints tend to go bad after so long.
I can see that.
So now you have over 7 foot skill players that are expected to take on the load of the offense. That's where things get a little bit more tricky because, like I said, Giannis is a different breed. Everybody's not built like that.
Right.
So I wonder how long it lasts before we get that balance back where it's like, okay, let's try to find a happy medium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. But it took Giannis time to get there, though. Giannis wasn't Giannis from the jump.
No, I agree.
It took Giannis a long time to really become Giannis.
I definitely agree with that. I don't know if it's fair to compare. I don't know if it's fair to compare it all, to compare a Giannis to a Chet Holmgren. I mean, I understand that you have high hopes, but that's kind of disrespectful to even put him in that group right now.
Well, when I'm talking about comparison, I'm talking about coming into the league.
Right. You're talking about stature, like physique, the way he had to build up into the position that he's currently in. I get it.
Yeah, because Giannis came in, really frail. I mean, of course, tall, but I mean, very, very frail. I mean, looked like a deer in headlights, which is funny that he was on the Bucks, And then he got that grown man body, you know what I mean? Hit that weight room. I'm just saying, if Chet hits that weight room, gets that grown man body, he's going to be a problem. Now, the other guys are better all around, but they're not as tall as Chet. You know what I mean? They're not as, so if he gets some weight lift, he's going to be a problem. I can tell.
How much speed do you think he loses by putting on that weight?
Well,
that's another thing. Like when I say Jan, look at him with the big dog, Cuban. Okay.
You on here?
Yeah.
I ain't even got mine.
He got the Miami Heat, Cuban.
Yeah, baby. Just had to fresh off the press. Just had to show it off.
Shit! This motherfucker coming in here looking like Trinidad James.
Nah, I mean, Miami known for turnover chains, baby. We gotta change the game, baby.
I see. That's right.
Shit, boy.
Nah, but we was just talking about the top three. Paolo going number 1, Chet number 2, Jabari going number 3.
Paolo, my choice, by the way.
Yeah, I had to give you yours on that. I pointed that out. I just don't know if I'm sold on Chet yet.
Yeah, I understand.
I think that they're gassing him a little bit too much at the moment. Like, I mean, I understand great collegiate career, give him that, but so did Adam Morrison. Adam Morrison had the same type of career and didn't do shit when he got into the league. Now, I'm not trying to compare Chet to Adam Morrison because that is a wild comparison, but I feel like that's another one that they gassed up in college, got to the league and didn't do shit. You know who else was? Jimmer Fredette.
Oh, man, yes.
The list goes on.
With the bad boy attitude.
Right, it continues and continues. So I'm feeling like he might be one of the hopes that they're wanting to pan out to be. But I don't know just yet if he's everything that they say he is.
Well, one thing I am seeing with the draft class and the rookies coming in is these guys seem overly confident in everything. Everything. And it's kind of like you have no choice but to kind of support these guys in that same aggressive manner. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to knock them. You don't want to bring the level down. You don't want to get too real with them.
Right.
But I'm waiting to see training camp.
That's what I want to see.
I'm waiting for the real to hit.
Because Summer League is still Summer League at the end of the day. It's been a lot of players that showed out in Summer League that didn't do shit.
A prospect all-star Summer League. That's what that is.
Who's the player that was quoted saying, the rookie that said, I'm not worried about LeBron James. He got to come see me. He going to have to show me that he's better than me.
Yeah, he took those words.
No.
I know he said it.
No.
Nah, it was
it's a rookie this year that he.
It's your guy that went 3, I believe.
Oh, Jabari Smith.
Okay. Yeah.
Anthony Edwards said that when he came out. He said, "I ain't scared of no LeBron. He bleed just like me."
Yeah.
Well, this dude said a little bit more than Anthony Edwards said. His claim was a little bit more bold. If you hear his claim, it was a little bit more bold. He called LeBron out you gonna have to show me, LeBron, that you're better than me. That's what he said.
And I think at the age of 39, LeBron was still shit Jabari Smith.
Of course.
Jabari Smith is great across the board with all his skills, but he's not ready for no LeBron. Just because you got a pure jumper on you don't mean that you're ready for a LeBron.
No, sir. No sir at all. But he took back a few of those words once the season started, because I believe that was preseason. Where he opened up
Yeah.
his mouth. Yeah, guys can be confident, but don't go at the faces.
Don't put a target on your back
Yeah,
immediately. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Oh,
If I was LeBron, I go back to the Heat where we got that dog mentality, and I sick them on them. I sick them for. I sign a 1 year deal. Let them know, Pat, this ain't nothing against y'all, but I'm here for 1 year just to sick, and we gonna win the chip. And then I leave back to LA.
But you'd be
Just
better
so
off if you
nah.
really about that action and you want to come at a young boy. Then you'd be better off staying out west so I can see you multiple times.
The Lakers ain't got no dogs over there, man. Let's be honest.
I mean,
They ain't got no dogs. Ain't nothing dog about them.
we
They got
gonna
some stars.
we
Ain't got
gonna
no
see
dog.
we gonna see because I do think that they got some young talent on the bench that they could afford to pull up. I don't think that helps them too much in playoff runs at all. But I do think between Scottie Pippen Jr., Sharif O'Neal, what's the other dude?
Even Toscano signing them over from Golden State. I want to
oh,
see
we also
with LeBron, taking him under his wing, so to speak, being on the same team. If he could bring some of that aggressiveness out of him, because he got a good game.
He all right. Toscano's all right.
Now
I
I
ain't
want to
gonna
see
hate
that.
on
I
him.
want to see that Bay Area. That I want to see that toughness. He got it in him, man. Let it go. LeBron say, man, lay that boy out. Just go to the rack. Come on.
Listen, but that's all that I really see him good for. Like just a
Yeah.
good drive. Like
Yeah.
he'll hit a corner three every now and again, but he's not guaranteed from it. And I think that LeBron has had that on the Lakers before. Somebody
Kuzma.
who's not guaranteed to hit from the corner, but is good at driving. But you couldn't. Then you just took the words out of my mouth. You just couldn't quite get it done with Kyle Kuzma outside of the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
So why bring in a lower budget Kyle Kuzma and think that you're gonna all of a sudden build this man up?
Well, I mean, he's fresh. He has the talent, and he's still learning, and he's showing that he's still willing to learn. That's the difference. Kuzma kind of being in LA a few years already seemed kind of like he was part of the star trend. You know what I mean? Dating the famous women. That's kind of
Right.
that's a little different than Toscano is still he's still a little fresh to me. He's still a little fresh. I think you could pull it off. You could teach. He's teachable. Let's put
No,
it that
I
way.
would I would agree, but I would also say that that's a little bit outside of LeBron's blueprint. Like he's not the player build up kind of guy. He's the guy that I prefer you to be ready when you join my team.
Okay, let me take that back. More as far as game situation, because LeBron's in the huddle. He's saying, "Hey,
Right.
when you see this, do this. When you see that, you know what to do. This is what I'm gonna do. More teachable in that aspect
No,
of
I follow.
Okay, yeah, that's more like game situational. Like you seen Kuzma. LeBron knew Kuzma going to that corner when the game on the line. You
Right.
find me, I'm open. If you don't find me, I'm still open. You know what I mean? But Toscano, you want me to drive and kick it? Oh, you want me to take it? Oh, you trust my free throws? You want me to? All right, drop
Right.
out. I'm ready. I think it's more like he's more willing because he's still jostling for a home in the NBA.
I mean, at the
Identity.
at the end of the day, I see him being another piece to get traded after the season's over.
Very much true.
If LeBron's still in LA, that is, because we don't know that he'll still be there. But if he is, I don't see him keeping to Scott. I don't see him being a tangible piece long term to help LA out.
And that's one thing I did think about when they were signing the free agents that they have signed, was that they were gathered together to kind of boost up some type of Irving, Kyrie trade bait kind of thing.
Right.
To go up where they don't have to give up too many assets, they can give up bodies.
And that's
well.
that's a deceptive piece, right? At Toscano Anderson, because it's like that's a champion, that's an NBA champion right there.
Yeah,
But skill set wise, do you really need him on your team? No, but the fact that he is a champion does raise his stock to where you may be able to get a little bit more out of him on a trade situation. Then you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, having him as let's say, even if the Nets come out with enough talent to where they say we can compete, um, bringing him over in a trade as even a 12, 13 guy off the bench ain't bad. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Kind of like you could run a whole 15 on somebody and just keep bodies fresh all game if that's what they're willing to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of tossing that out there. Like, I would rather have him with a bunch of talent ahead of him instead of just
I think he would fit more. I think you're right. I think he would fit more in a Brooklyn than a LA.
Yeah.
I think he would fit more in a Brooklyn than a LA for sure.
Definitely.
But
like that guy.
Back to the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Next 3, we got Keegan Murray out of Iowa going to the Sacramento Kings at 4. 5, I thought that was a great pick. Jaden Ivey, guard out of Purdue, going to the Detroit Pistons. I think that adds a lot to Detroit.
Where him and his family already wanted to be anyway.
Listen, man, I think that adds a lot to Detroit. I said it before the draft came out. I said you're going to see Detroit in the playoffs next year. And I think that pick definitely helps them get closer to it.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, Detroit's going to be, we said it during the season, how they closed it out, what they were looking like. Not losing pieces. They just gaining right now.
Right.
That's crazy, man. It's crazy. I'm Detroit basketball.
Listen, they got Marvin Bagley too from Sacramento. Yeah, I mean they making a solid young core right there currently. And I can't lie, they look like they're gonna be a scary team next year.
Man, I'm liking what they're doing.
I am too, and I'm excited to see him. At 6, Benedict Mathurin out of Arizona goes to the Indiana Pacers. Not really concerned about the Pacers at the moment. I think they still in that are we in a rebuild, are we not phase. I don't think that they have enough, and I don't think that them bringing over your boy what the fuck is his name? Halliburton. I don't think that was enough. And I don't think that you'll get enough out of the draft. You're going to have to make moves for it. And you already kind of threw your cards in with that Halliburton trade. So I don't know what Indiana's in kind of a, I don't even know what to call it.
I mean, and I think with Buddy Hield, Duarte, I mean, you got a pretty good core of guards to kind of run with. The bigs is where they need to shine. Maybe we do see them take a strong bid for Ayton.
But I mean, I feel like you had one in what's the name?
Miles Turner?
Nah, what's the white boy's name? He's the son of what the fuck is his name? Why is that? That's driving me crazy.
You talking about Nick Stauskas?
No,
he's a guard. I'm tripping.
No, he was a power forward where they was playing him at 3 or at the 5 sometimes. Hold up, I'm about to look it up. That's gonna drive me crazy. I can't think of his name.
You got Goga, Patazzi, and
well, he's not on there anymore. Domantas Sabonis. They had one in Domantas Sabonis, and you gave him up. So I don't understand. I don't know what their thoughts were on that, but
correct, yeah.
Now
that's where it feels more like a rebuild when you do something like that,
right?
Because he's a skilled player. He's not a.
I thought
he get dirty, but he's skilled.
I thought he was the guy you was building your team around, and then you trade him away for pieces that are like fill-ins to me.
Yeah. They kind of they depleted themselves at the big.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I I guess that was a good pick for them. But I don't know, like you said, I don't know what they do in the big position to help out there.
Correct. Yeah. It's rough, man. Indiana's a big question mark.
And I'm not listening. That's a hold up. I just want to see O'Shea Brissett and Goga Bittardi. I don't even know who that is. Daniel Tice is there.
Came over, yeah. I was part of that Brogdon trade.
I guess they do still got Miles Turner, even though he's been non-existent for the past couple of years.
Yeah, he was tough about 2 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll see coming from Indy. At 7, we got Shadon Sharp out of Kentucky. He went to the Portland Trail Blazers. And didn't Dame sign a 2-year extension as well?
Yeah, big time money. It was like 122 million.
Yeah, I think I saw that. I don't know. I don't think he's ever going to learn. Yeah, I honestly don't think. And
I was thinking it was more of like, okay, you guys got a couple of more years to show me, but I realized that he was already, his current contract already went through 24, 25. So you're adding essentially 2 more years onto that. Man. So that's, come on. Are you going to force your way out if this year goes bad and you got your money already, or how does that look?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you that. I don't know what is on Damian Lillard's mind, but it definitely ain't no ring.
I don't know. You got Jeremy Grant coming over. Didn't they give yourself some more money as well? I believe so.
I don't know.
Or,
did they?
Or extend them a little bit. I mean, you can't say CJ was the problem, so I don't understand it either.
That's Portland. That's just Portland, man. And I don't know. I don't see how he doesn't see that. I don't know. I don't even got a good luck left in me.
Like I say about all the stars, man, you always got a home. You always got a home in Miami whenever you're ready. We'll take you there.
That wouldn't be a bad fit for Dame either, because Kyle Lowry ain't it no more. I could argue that Kyle Lowry was never it. The only time he ever showed up in the playoffs was the year that we won it with Kawhi.
Yeah, and that's only because you had an upgrade partner from DeMar.
Right. Yeah. That's the only time you ever really showed any sort of, I don't want to say like any sort of like, I'll say that's the only time he showed any sort of sense of urgency in his play. Before it was like he always looked slow motion, like he doesn't really care. You know what I'm saying? Like just throws him up. Like everything is so nonchalant about his game, and until Kawhi was on there was the first time that I saw him aggressive with his offense.
True.
So I don't know that he's the guy for Miami. I mean, he's a decent fit to have, but I definitely wouldn't say he's still starting point guard material, especially when you look at all the guards that are coming up now, the Trays, the Jazz, and you gonna put Kyle in there?
Yeah, those guys who's getting you over 20 a game.
Right, he gonna get chewed up.
Yeah. Well, now defensively, he's a starter.
I was just gonna say Kyle Lowry is the Draymond Green in the point guard position.
Yeah, he's not looking to score, but on that defensive end, he'll make you have a fit.
Yeah, he's the Draymond Green at a point guard position where all his stats don't always come off on paper, but he does shit that affects the game.
And maybe he needs to stay in Miami, a place where he fits well with the defensive scheme. Miami's always the top in the league and taking the offensive charges. Lowry has always been in the top as far as being a top charge taker.
But at what point do you recognize it necessary to take a step back position or role on a team where it's like, yeah, I'll take the bench. I'll be the sixth man in this situation.
In his case, you have to have a guy who's, I won't say proven, but his offensive game has to match his defensive game.
Right.
You know, because you can't take away from the defensive end with points. Because me scoring 20 and my opponent scoring 20 that's a wash.
Right.
So,
he might not even get you 20. That's the
no,
thing.
I'm not saying Cal can get you 20, but I trust Cal more to keep a guy from getting 20.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so if you're bringing somebody in, let's say you do a Durant trade, you got to kind of squeeze Seth out of that as well. I'll run Seth at a point. I like Seth's game enough to say, hey, he can run point guard in the NBA.
Right.
He hasn't, but he can.
Right.
And that's the kind of players I'm looking at. Not so much on the defensive end, but he does pressure. He doesn't sit back on the defensive end, and that's kind of a similar scenario I'm looking at. Or hell, we got Donovan Mitchell out there right now. I'm pretty sure in his mind every day, probably 3 times a day, he's like, I don't want to be in Utah. Well, yes, I do. No, I don't want to be in Utah. I'm pretty sure Donovan's doing that all day long, man.
I don't see why Lillard hasn't been.
He just signed a max extension.
I know.
Yeah, and
he's not in it to win a ring, Cliff. They're not.
That's it.
See what you got to understand, Cliff and Q, is my generation. Since I'm a little bit younger than y'all, I'm realizing their morals and values aren't the same as some of these players we've come to see wanting to win rings and be champions. They just want to make this money and look cool. I mean, that's really what it is. Damian Lillard raps. That's great, Dame. That's great. Can you win a championship? Can you win an MVP?
Not important.
Right.
Yeah, not in Portland, exactly.
So, it's not going to happen.
So he don't care. You know what I mean? He don't care. He doesn't. I'm convinced that tells me you don't care. Right?
Not without putting out some type of statement saying why this is the choice for you.
Right. And he's the same one, if I remember, fellas, that he asked, I think a year ago, didn't he ask or request to be traded or something? Didn't he make it known that he didn't want to be there? Like, that's what I'm confused on. Like, what? Why are guys saying they don't want to be somewhere and then signing max extensions? Giannis did the same thing. Remember, he wanted to leave Milwaukee. Got an axe. Got a chip. Like.
Hey, everything's cheap in Milwaukee.
Shannon Sharp and them made a good point. Yeah. Well, they made a good point. Like, when the times get tough, these guys are ready to run. They don't care how far they're into their contract or how far they're not into their contract. They're ready to run. Now, LeBron, to make a good point, LeBron always changed teams when he fulfilled his contract. I will give him that. He never dipped before contracts were up. So many guys, Q and Cliff, were like, times are getting tough. I'm ready to go. Come on, man.
Well, I don't know. It's the difference between times getting tough and times never being good to begin with.
But you can't. But I don't agree because here's why I don't agree.
Why not? It's easy for Shannon Sharp to say that. You played with John Elway.
Exactly. I like that.
What you mean? What you mean? But Shannon Sharp never played with the same talent that Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Russell Westbrook.
John Elway is one of the best quarterbacks in NFL.
Cliff, he's not
history.
even top. Cliff, he's not even top 5, bro. We can do that topic later. He's not even top 5, bro. He's not. He's not above Peyton Manning. He's not above Aaron Rodgers. He's not above Tom Brady.
Well, see, but that's when we're talking about analytics. We're talking about analytics there. But when you're talking about willingness to win, Elway gets up above a lot of those players.
You said like top.
Right, but at the same time, your argument you're making is like saying LeBron James is the GOAT because statistically he's beat Jordan in points, he's beat Jordan in rebounds, he's beat.
No.
But yeah, that's what you're saying though. But
that's
we know from the people that watched him knows that regardless, Jordan has done that in less games, less attempts, less everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
It's the same thing though.
Kind of like that Hill Steps on right
Peyton
now.
Looks better than Elway and all them. But then when you look at Elway playing the game, that willingness to win, Peyton didn't have that.
Yeah.
Peyton didn't have that.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Elway put his body on the line to win games.
So did Peyton Manning. He had a damn broken neck. He had a broken neck.
I don't know. Peyton always had a stellar offensive line.
But regardless, to finish my point, is it'd be different if Shannon Sharp was say a Tony Gonzalez.
Okay.
Where it's like, damn, I got a whole bunch of mild-mannered niggas on my team, and I'm the best guy on here, and nobody's putting anything around me to make the team better. At that point, it's not about times getting tough. It's about me recognizing you're not in a position to manage this team correctly to get us the win. Yes, I'll leave if that's the case.
Well,
yeah.
Well, I mean, people, I guess I'm more so referring to Kyrie and KD. Kyrie and KD have always played with talent. They've never not played with talent.
Well,
they played with amazing talent. I mean, USA basketball team.
I agree, but we were talking about Damian Lillard, and the only time Portland's ever been hot is when Damian Lillard was the one making them that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But what else? What other help have they provided him to assist with?
Right. So to your point, he doesn't want to win. He doesn't care about. So he may act like, "Oh, I want more help," right? But do you? You know what I mean? Do you really want more help, Damian? Because they traded away your boy, CJ McCollum, and you still signed a max extension for 2 years.
But I don't think CJ McCollum was a make or break anything.
No, that's more going back to the Kyle Lowry DeMar kind of trade when that happened. You know what I mean? But just in this case, who did they really get for CJ?
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't have anybody that's gonna, get you over the hump of that game 7 and send you to the finals. You didn't get them.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that at the end of the day, Malk, you are correct. I don't think he's worried about a chip, but
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But see, you got guys like him that'll stay in bad relationships and they know they should leave, and then you got guys that haven't even tried to water the grass yet, like KD and Kyrie, and ready to just go. After they created the foundation around them, they asked for Steve Nash to be the coach. They asked for James Harden to be there. They asked for LaMarcus Aldridge to be on that team. You know what I mean?
But at the same time, it's LeBron's fault when you think about it. Because what he did do when he came into the league is he made it to a point where if you're good enough, you can call the shots.
Right.
And KD had definitely reached that feat before he ever got to Golden State. So he was able to call the shots last year in OKC. Kyrie was the same way when he got that chip with LeBron. At that point, I've achieved my greatness to where I can call my own shots.
Right.
So they're not doing anything wrong by leveraging their power or authority because they made it to the point to where I'm at the status I can call my own shots. LeBron taught me that.
Well, that's an issue, Cliff. That's an issue, and I'll explain to you why that's an issue. You've got guys in different sports, like your Tom Brady's and different things, that they don't do that in the NFL. They may say they don't want to play. Like latest example, Deebo Samuel, Lamar Jackson. They may not want to be in San Francisco and Baltimore, and that's fine. But they're showing up to practice at the end of the day, and they're gonna play out their contract on that team.
Well, that's different as well, though, because we've had this conversation in the past where the NBA is a player-run organization.
That's a problem.
The NFL is an owner-run organization. Now, it's not that there's any different. The only difference is if you try that in the NFL, you'll catch charges. Something will pop out because the owners have enough power and authority that they can make something happen to tarnish your name to stop you from doing that. But since the NBA is a player-run team, there's nothing that's going to happen if I say I went out of here.
Yeah, well, that's an issue, Cliff. Think about the little kids.
It's not an issue. It's not an issue because what it is are you going to be the slave owner mentality?
Yeah.
Or are you going to be the businessman mentality? I rather play in a league where the businessman, the better man, can make his own way. That's the American dream. The harder I work, the more I can pave my own way. In the NFL, though, since that's the slave owner mentality, the harder I work, the more I get pressed down into the situation they want me in until they allow me to get out.
Yeah,
I'd rather my child play in the NBA for that reason alone.
Nah, I'm gonna disagree. That's trash. So the reason why I say that's trash, Cliff, you can't sell tickets that way, Cliff. You can't appeal to fans. What do you mean? I'm gonna explain. If you get a player for one season and you go and you're invested in that player and you get his merchandise and you're cheering for that player and they hop teams every year, that's not fun. That's not cool to watch.
So what's the difference between the slave master doing it and the player doing it?
Because at the end of the day, Cliff, we're fans. You and I and Q are fans. You're not a business owner.
I think you're missing my point, because there's still people that were fans of Baker Mayfield in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't understand.
And Cleveland chose to trade him to the Panthers, right? So my question is, what's the difference when the owner chooses to let somebody go and you're a fan, and when the fan says, I want out?
Because how long was Baker in Cleveland before Baker got traded, Cliff and Q? How long was he in Cleveland for? At least 3 years?
It doesn't matter regardless, though.
And that's the point that I'm saying, Cliff. Nobody wants – it's like, all right, let me break it down for y'all. All right, I'm gonna break it down a little further. It's like Calipari. Okay, I'm a UK basketball fan, but bruh, that one-stop shop ain't working, cuz that shit ain't working.
It's not up to him. It's not up to him. That's what you're lacking to understand.
But it's not with that process. It's not. That's the problem. They got to fix that shit.
No, there's no way to fix it, Mal. There's no way to fix that. There was once a time where you didn't have to go to college to get to. Listen. There was once a time you did not have to go to college to get to the NBA. If you were good enough, you went. The reason why they stopped that is because collegiately they were losing money on these stars not making it. That's another slave owner mentality. We're going to stop you from being great and achieving your dream so you can make us some money for a year and then go to the league. So why then would a player choose to stay in that slave mentality for multiple years? No, it's not about development.
But they're not coaching development. They're coaching championship.
Right.
They're coaching national championship.
So you're telling
you go to Kentucky, you go to Duke, you go to Arizona, you go to Gonzaga, you're coached to be a champion. They want you to win now. They want you to go to the tournament and spend those month and a half, 2 months in a damn cot with a low end gym and pump it out in like a NBA bubble, and they want a chip.
That's why they recruit that way.
And you're not getting nothing from it, but I'm a champion.
Right.
You know, development is great, but development doesn't start until you hit the league, man.
There's plenty of times that Kobe Bryant could have left the Lakers. There's plenty of times Dirk Nowitzki could have left Dallas Mavericks, y'all. Them boys didn't leave. They weathered the storm. They got through it, the ups and downs.
Well, wait.
But look who they're playing for.
Right.
Look who they're playing for.
They're playing for solid organizations.
Exactly.
Dallas is not a solid organization.
Man.
No one's dying. No one's dying, Cliff, to go to Dallas. Why isn't no one going to Dallas to play with Luka? No one wants to play in Dallas.
They always put a contending product on the floor.
I wouldn't say always.
When don't they make the playoffs? When don't they make the playoffs?
Let me see. I got two monitors right here that'll tell me.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. But that's what I'm saying. Regardless, when you're thinking about a Dame, when don't they make the playoffs? When Dame doesn't play?
Yep. When he's hurt or don't play. Yeah.
But who are you giving me as Dame? Are you Anthony Simmons?
So in the past 10 seasons, the Dallas Mavericks have only made the playoffs 6 times.
That's
over 50%,
Malk.
Yep.
No, they've had 2 playoff series wins. So you made the playoffs.
Regardless, 60. Do you understand? That's above 50%.
Yeah. It's
so you have more than a 50% chance of making the playoffs if you go to the Dallas Mavericks.
And coming out of the West, knowing that the West just really dropped off in the last couple of years.
Right.
Yeah, y'all told me the West wasn't that strong, so that doesn't impress me.
He said just the past couple years.
Just the past couple of years they were dropping off. It's not like the West hasn't been that team where you had to win almost 50 damn games to get in the playoffs. Whereas the East used to be where you can go 4 or 5 games under 500 and still be a 7-8 seed. You know, it's not like that anymore. You know, the past couple of years, it just basically flip flop.
Right.
Now the East, you have to win 50 damn games almost, and the West, not so much. And we saw that this past season.
Right.
So all I'm saying is it's becoming too common for a lot of players to want to jump ship. Steph Curry didn't jump ship, and they had one of the worst seasons. What was it? 2 years ago? Was it last year or the year before? They had the worst season, I think, in the league.
That was due to injury. That was because Clay was out and Steph got hurt.
But it doesn't matter. He still, like other players, he still could have been like, I don't like the situation. I'm out. I'm not winning.
Why would you, when you just threw up the stat out of the past 10 years, Dallas made it 6 times, if out of the past, 5, they won 3?
Because it's what have you done lately? And if they're not winning lately, that's not fun for a lot of these guys. That's the issue. If they're not winning now, they're not winning lately, they want to leave. If KD's not winning right now,
I think what you're doing is you're putting everything into one bucket, and you can't do that. You can't put every situation into one bucket. Now,
I have an excuse, man. I have an excuse for all of them, though.
For all of the players?
This is the player empower movement. You giving these guys the ability to make choices, not only for themselves, but the organizations. And media is different. You got social media. This ain't Jordan era. This ain't even the early LeBron era.
And that's the problem.
When it's blowing up in their face, they don't want to be there. When KD went to Golden State and won, yeah, he got credit. He was the best player on a damn good team. But guess what everybody said about KD? You went to the team you couldn't beat.
Right.
So he left.
Now that makes sense out of everybody, because you had a team that could have went to the finals the year prior and left that team to go with the team that beat you. Now that makes sense from a Shannon Sharp, they leave when times get hard standpoint. But from a whole, I think it does the opposite of what you're saying, Malk. I think it actually makes the game better, because now you're putting these front offices and these coaches in a situation where they have to make the team better, or we can't afford to let have these great players stay. I have to do I'm being forced to actually do my job, to actually go out and recruit and not just put it all on a Michael Jordan or a Damian Lillard's back. Now Damian Lillard's like, oh, I'm not going to continue to do this. So then you're forced to go out there and say, well, let me see if I can scratch up a couple new players. You know what I'm saying? That makes it better for us as a whole, because now they're on their toes. Like, shit, if I don't make some moves now, we might lose the best player we got.
Let me reiterate. If Damian Lillard
what up, Les?
What up, Les? If Damian Lillard moves, I'm not mad at that. Right? I'm not mad at that.
He should have
because he's in Portland and he's trash. But when you're talking about the KD, the people who played with, again,
I agree
all
with that.
Stars,
I agree.
And they want to leave all the time, that's a problem. If Dame wants to leave, that's why I need to clarify. If people like Dame want to leave, who should leave, not mad. Donovan Mitchell, not mad at that. It's the KDs, the Kyries, and all them who get everything they want, play with the best of the best, and still lose and want to leave all the time. That's the issue I have.
Well, Brooklyn blew up in their face. It blew up in their face. You went and got James Harden. Then Kyrie went on his antics. You know what I mean? And that's up in the air, debatable, whatever. But it all blew up in your face to the point where James Harden didn't want to be there no more. So what you're building now is shut down. KD realized that. You got a Ben Simmons. You don't even know if he's going to get on the court next year. You're in a bunch of uncertainty right now. And you're arguably one of the best players right now in the league. And you came here to fucking win, dude.
KD said it. I have no problem playing with Kyrie or James Harden just under different circumstances.
Exactly.
That's saying a lot about organizationally. So you can try to put it on KD and Kyrie and Harden as much as you want, but if all the players are equally saying don't mind each other, won't play there with them though. But that's saying something.
If you and Q work somewhere and y'all bring me in, and then we all hate it. Well, y'all was already working there. You already knew you already, in that case, created the management because you picked Steve Nash. Y'all created the atmosphere and set the tone. So the fact that it blew up in your face, is that Brooklyn's fault?
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing is that the difference between me, you, and Q is I will argue that we know each other more than Kyrie, Harden, and KD do. And the issue is one person can throw off the flow of an entire team. So while we thought that we may mesh well together, when we actually got on that court, it didn't quite work out that way. And management wasn't making the adjustments to make it work. So now I don't want to continue playing here.
And that's the point I was coming to right there. Because it might not have been the on-floor play. It could be the coaching. It could be the dickhead in the office upstairs. You know, it was something that it wasn't gonna come together. There was some pushback.
Right.
Somewhere after this season went the way it went, and Kyrie got on his exit interview and was like, me and KD and the Nets, we're gonna put this together. We're gonna put our heads. Nah, bruh. The Nets, I could see a guy in the front office like, man, boy, you full of shit. You finna play ball. You just make sure you're available next season because now we gave you your opportunity.
Right.
You know what I mean? And your way didn't work. We gave you a coach. He ain't working. But he's still there.
Brooklyn's a newborn of an organization at the same time, too.
Yeah.
That's not an organization that's been around.
No.
That's not somebody that has the foundation of knowledge to know what to do when you get 3 all-star players on one court. And the 3 all-star players aren't going to want to sit around and be coached by people that don't know what they're doing.
Right, but I look at it this way. When you buy a car or buy a house, you inspect it, you check it out, you test drive it, you make sure you like it before you buy it.
There's different...
You can't just go to Brooklyn and say, let me bring all the homies here and get this coach here, and then I don't like it.
There's a difference, though, because your car doesn't, and your house doesn't change personalities on you. You won't buy it. No, you won't buy it blue and it doesn't turn red on you one day when you walk out to the driveway. There's no change in your house or your car. But when you're dealing with people and personalities, things change quickly, especially when things don't go their way. Now you're dealing with a completely different person than the one you started with.
You never had a car that used to run one way and started running another. You never lived in the house, Cliff. There was. Ask Lester. You never lived in the same.
It's not the same thing.
Never lived in a house that had a good roof, and
that's
then
not
the
same thing. That comes down to upkeep. That comes down to upkeep.
Right. Thank you, Cliff.
Right. So that goes to my point.
But you understand that they can't upkeep their coach. The coach has to be kept.
No, time out. Yes, they can. They clearly. We talked about it last season. The reason why they chose Steve Nash, because they said he's not going to really coach us. We're going to be able to do what we want to do. It's going to be like
right. And then Steve Nash turned red on them and was like, "No, I'm coaching." And they was like, "Oh, this isn't what you don't even know what you're doing." Nah, we out of here.
But that's why they picked him, because they didn't want to. They wanted to be the player.
Like I said, shit changes. Personalities change. That's what you expected of someone. But how often in life do people give you what you expect of them?
Never.
So why would you walk in expecting things to go the way you thought they would go? It doesn't work that way. But the thing is though, me as KD, me as Kyrie, me as James, I am good enough to put my foot down.
Right.
I'm good enough to say, fuck this nigga. He doesn't know what he's doing. I'm out. And that's what they did.
And let's look at the teams that are successful though in doing so. You look at a Boston Celtics team. It wasn't where it was at with a Brad Stevens at the coaching. But they moved him in the front office. He know what he's doing in some aspect. Let's make our organization stronger. Right. And when you're bringing these guys in, they're understanding that, okay, let's dump Kyrie. Let's do this. Let's dump Fournier. Let's dump Kemba. Let's do this. You know, you bring Jimmy Butler down to Miami, where everybody said he was a problem in Minnesota, in Chicago. Philly chose Tobias over him, but he's being successful in Miami. You look at Detroit. They said to hell with all these damn big head personalities. We're going to build something young and strong. Now look what they're doing. They looking like they going to contend for something next year with a bunch of young guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? Look at the Lakers. They look like shit. But at the same time.
Shut up, Q.
I'm just keeping the fuck though. But at the same time, what that front office, Jeannie say, nah, this person ain't making that decision. This person ain't making. Jeannie took ownership of that.
Jeannie don't play that shit.
Exactly. And they kind of brought in a coach, even though we haven't seen it because they haven't been on the floor yet. They brought in a coach with that same type of mentality. Even though you might not be,
Coach Ham.
Even though you might not be big on Coach Ham, it's just because you don't know Coach Ham.
Right.
But I remember Coach Ham being in Atlanta, being on that tough team with Budenholzer. You know what I mean? Making moves and I'm pretty sure because he was a defensive guy. He wasn't a scorer with the Pistons. You can see it. It translated over to the Bucks when he came over with them there. Look at the teams at the top. They have that strong organization at the end of the day that's going to say, this is the way we do it. You have to buy in just like we want you here.
So I guess then with that being said, then why do you guys think that originally KD and Kyrie chose to make their destination Brooklyn? Why did they pick
Because
Brooklyn?
what you got to think, it's the same thing with LeBron and Bronny. The destination is up to them.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Whatever team has openings, whatever team has cap space, whatever team's willing to make the trade is our destination.
Right.
We don't get to pick where. Now, is Brooklyn the team with the best cap space and the availability for us to get contracts? I guess that's where we'll go then. And we'll hope it works out in the meantime.
So what happens? I know in football, I know there's a lot of dead cap. But in the NBA, where they just be signing dudes left and right for $500 million, like, bro, what?
They just take the fine. You can go over your cap, you just get fined.
Yeah, they luxury tax.
So they just okay, all right. So the NFL, we gotta, you get hit with that salary cap. You ain't going over $100 million,
right.
bro.
I like that though because it makes it like put it for like this: the Cavs, they ain't doing that. They don't got the money to be paying no luxury taxes and fines for going over the cap. But then you look at LA,
they got the money.
That's swimming in money, right? Swimming in money. It doesn't really matter to them. So that's where it kind of places an unfair advantage on the teams. But I mean, shit, it's entertaining regardless, I guess.
If the one last thing, if the NBA had similar to how MLB is, or even to how MLS is, or just any other sport besides like baseball or basketball and football, really where they ain't got no damn salary cap. Imagine having like Lillard, KD, LeBron, bro. It'd be a one-sided league. Like you got all stars on one squad going crazy. Golden State was a dynasty for 3 out of 4 years with 3 players, and the rest just role players just going crazy.
But at the end of the day, they still got to get on the floor, and we saw that with the Yankees. Yeah. We saw that with the Yankees. When had the last time the Yankees, really been the Yankees?
Right. Don't do my team like that, Q.
I'm just keeping the
2 strikes, Q. You got 1 more today.
They got Aaron Judge and Carlos Stanton and thought they was gonna take over, and they've been doing shit since.
And who else? Boone and man. Pitching, the bullpen stay strong with 9 motherfuckers in rotation, just ready to do.
Y'all, man.
Mock like the whatever team he's seen the commercials of most as a kid is the one the Lakers and the Yankees.
Nah, Derek Jeter was my guy. That's why I like the Yankees. This is my Kobe for the Yankees.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a poster boy for the Yankees for a long time.
Man. That's why. That's the reason why.
When I was a young buck, it was King Griffey.
Yeah,
Buster
that was a hitter.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy
and Mark.
Barry. Can't forget about Barry.
Well, I'm a Marlins fan, and we had Gary Sheffield. So.
Oh yeah,
Sheffield.
Solid.
Yeah, but back to the draft. We got 3 more in the top 10. We'll cover. Dyson Daniels of the Ignite went to the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm wondering what it is about the Ignite because they putting players out every year.
On
Kuminga, they had Jalen Green, Dyson Daniels. It was somebody the year before that.
On Next Gen, that's who you go. If you do go to the D or whatever, D League, that's who you go to. It's automatically the Ignite. It ain't nobody other option
because that's the best shot you got at making the league. Apparently.
Well, I think wasn't that kind of like
that Is it Brooklyn's?
I'll Google it. I'm right here.
I want to say it's Brooklyn's G League team.
Hey, don't skip that cuz coming out of
I might be wrong though.
It's they're out of California.
Okay.
That might be Golden State's squad, Sacramento.
It's not Golden State's.
No, I think they're their own entity, ain't it?
Yeah,
I don't think they're affiliated with a team because that's mostly guys. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that kind of the team where the guys that don't go to college?
Right.
Or they did go to college, but they didn't make it. Like they went for the draft.
Yeah.
And Jalen and Dyson both went straight from high school to the Ignite.
That's what I mean. Like the guys that just said the hell with college kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because college tear your career up. You seen that? Was that Dante Weir or whatever his name was? The guy where he tore his whole Achilles in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
And just tore his whole future gone.
Yeah.
bruh, I'd rather skip the college too. Why?
Right.
Skip. If I've been dropping 30 points since 5th grade,
Shit,
every game.
At least give me my $150,000 a year so I can play. Fuck that.
That's where the NIL came in at.
All right, had to. That's the only way you can compete.
The one dude out of high school, that QB, I think it's in, what is it, California or Florida? He's getting paid $7 million right now.
Oh yeah, you talking about? I know you talking
quarterback
about.
with the curly hair.
Yeah,
$7 million.
Damn,
right.
That's crazy.
High school.
Yeah.
Well, he ain't getting paid that. That was his worth.
He's okay. So that means at some point he gonna liquidate.
He gonna start getting money, but that was his worth. But other than Dyson Daniels to New Orleans, I think that's a great pick. That definitely helps New Orleans. They already got a nice squad, and I think that puts them over the top, especially if we see a what's my nigga's name?
Zion.
Yeah, come back. Motherfuckers forgetting his name. He's been out so long.
Right. Talk contract.
You said what? Yeah, I know that's fucked up, right? That nigga's contract bigger than Ja Morant's.
It's fucked. I think it's a terrible decision, but that's just. I think you got to put some injury clauses in there, like
$234 million.
He does.
I know why they did that.
I believe they incentivize. But maybe they haven't. I don't know. I got to look into the Zion thing because you have to almost incentivize them, like it was like I heard spoken about where they did with Embiid. You know, before he signed his other.
Oh, right.
Yeah, when he got his rookie extension max or whatever that was, you know, they incentivized him by games played.
Oh, okay. So that's how you get production off on the court. Yo, bro, if you miss half this season, your check in half too.
Do you hear me? You better make sure them shoes is laced and strong. You better not step out of one shoe because you still going to be playing if you want this money.
And
Kyrie wants to do the same thing. Kyrie wants to stop his PTO days, cut his PTO days back this season wherever he played because nobody's playing.
But I mean, the only difference is, like I said, he's achieved his greatness. There's teams that are willing to put up with that because of how great they know Kyrie is. Zion is not that. Zion hadn't proved himself in the league yet to be able to make those, plays. People aren't willing to deal with that with you because we don't know that you can perform.
Games he's played. He's little over one season. Slightly, like little bit over one season.
Yeah, 86 games played or something out of his
something ridiculous. He was down there with there was a couple statistics popped up. He was in an elite group of people though. But I'm like, because it was the point scored in 85. It was a lot. He was up there with Michael Jordan and a couple other guys. And I was like, that's cool and all, but bro, he only played 85 games.
Right.
4 years. Nah, bro. 231. They said he can get the max if he comes Defensive Player of the Year, MVP. He's gonna miss like 40 million because I know he ain't gonna hit none of them. So, whatever. But shout out to Zion. I mean, get paid, young man, get paid. But
right.
Court this season.
Yeah, they're looking at the fact that he averages almost 26 points a game and he hasn't really played.
That's a COVID Kyrie. He plays and not the other one. Like what?
I mean, but you can guarantee Zion gonna score.
Yeah.
On anybody in the league. Anybody.
He's gonna miss half that season.
I don't know, Cliff. I want to see him go against
Kenny Lofton Jr.
Yeah, I want to see that battle.
He's dogging Kenny because Kenny can't jump. Kenny doesn't have no vert.
That's too brutal. That's too brutal.
How many times have we seen Zion jump from the free throw line and block a 3-point shot?
Like Giannis, just tearing your shit.
It doesn't matter if you're not fat. Kenny Lofton Jr. is not faster than Zion. He might not even be stronger than Zion.
Might be right now. He's been more in shape, better shape than Zion.
Oh, you're insane. You're insane. Now he can move naturally on that bigger weight, but he's not in better shape than Zion. That's a fact. Have you seen his videos recently of him coming back from?
I don't care about that. I want to.
He has a whole new physique. He doesn't even look the same as he did previously.
I want to see you play some games. I don't care how good you look. Hey, y'all see the menu when you go to a restaurant? That look good. That look good on the menu.
It don't matter. It don't matter. You can't move the goalpost. The bottom line is if he can't jump with Zion, he can't stop Zion.
One thing I don't take from Zion is when he's on the court, he go hard. He ain't thinking about
got
getting
a
hurt.
48-inch vertical. Who is out jumping him?
He goes,
hey, Malcolm, that's eyes of a superstar, man. That's eyes of a former, a soon-to-be MVP right there. If you can stay healthy and play like that,
Nobody's stopping him. Not one person in the league is stopping him.
It's like a baby Shaq.
Yeah, you talking about was it LeBron not getting back-to-back MVPs? I could see Zion getting 3-4 straight MVPs if he can stay on the floor. If he can stay on the floor, I'm
3 or 4 straight.
Yeah, if he can stay on the floor.
If he stay healthy, I don't see anybody that's able to stop him.
Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Not stopping him. He's not strong enough. He's not strong enough. He's not strong. If Zion chooses to back that man down, Giannis is not stopping Zion.
Giannis got length. He's still going to
block. Giannis is not stopping Zion if Zion puts a body on him.
Giannis couldn't stop Jimmy Butler.
Joel Embiid. How about your boy, Cliff?
He's not fast enough.
Nope.
He's not fast enough. He's strong enough. He's not fast enough.
He's not.
And he still can't jump. You're talking about people that can't jump with Zion.
He get to his spot on the floor and elevate. It's done.
Over. No matter how tall you are.
Where he's shooting a turnaround, a hook shot, or dunking it. It's tough, man.
That's why everybody's so upset he ain't been playing, because it's like, damn.
Bro go crazy when you're on the court.
Man,
yes.
You can't deny him.
That's one thing. Well, that's one thing I look at Zion's game, man. He tough, bro.
Yeah, he is. You can't deny him that. But last two on the top 10 on the draft, we got Jeremy Sochan, which I definitely liked out of Baylor. Went to the San Antonio Spurs. Definitely can use that help, especially after getting rid of DeJounte Murray to Atlanta Hawks. But I'm wondering who steps in at that guard spot.
That was crucial with the one. DeJounte Murray going to the Hawks. That was crucial.
Right. That was big.
I used the talent of Lonnie Walker.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's the only person that you can really put next up in that spot.
Yeah, because he can elevate. And he ain't even trying to dunk it on you. He going to elevate and hang in there by 5 minutes just to make a layup.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Dreads touching the top of the backboard.
Nah, he cut him.
Did he?
Yes. They gone.
Oh, no. Don't cut him.
He cut him. He pulled a Cliff.
Don't cut him. I still be dreaming I got my dreads sometime.
You try to shake your hair, ain't nothing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, to really love Jim Florida, you still had those.
Right, Cliff. Yeah, low key. Shit.
Listen.
He gonna start him back up for his next trip.
Nah, I ain't going anywhere now. I don't need
it ain't even, are you trying to get in the draft? It's, are you in the league?
Right. That's what we're gonna do next time. Yeah, we hit it to the league. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Nah, I'm already there, baby. I'm already there.
Right. They gonna Google. They can't do that, Q. They gonna Google it. You know, these millennials right on the spot or whoever.
Right.
Cleveland Browns practice squad, baby. Practice squad.
Right. Hasn't been announced yet.
They don't take our picture like that.
Yeah, no.
They don't take our picture.
Definitely don't.
Lastly, at number 10, we got Mr. Taco Bell himself, Johnny Davis, out of Wisconsin, going to the Washington Wizards.
Pistons making moves to the Wizards.
Mm-hmm. And Bradley Beal stayed, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still there for now.
Well,
he declined. He declined the max, right? But he's still there.
I don't know what the
I thought they gave
was.
him the max.
I thought he declined the initial and then got okay. I don't know.
I don't remember seeing numbers.
He probably declined a player option and then just opted into the bigger one. You know, the big fish. That Dame Lillard contract though, $61 million. That sounds great.
It sounds great if you don't want to be a champion in Portland. Shit.
Hey, there's a lot of champions that we know of that was great or non-champions.
Dan Marino is the biggest one of all.
Dan Marino, your boy, AI should have got a ring, man. He should have got a ring, man.
But he wanted a ring. That's different though. Like Dame, that's what I was telling Cliff and Q. I don't think Dame cares about it. AI cared, he just came up short. Dame Marino cared, he came up short. I don't think Dame even
I should have got out of Philly.
You gotta blame the team though. You gotta blame the organization, bro. They got rid of CJ, which was his second all-star. They never really truly had a big. Cantor got what is it? Is Cantor still there?
No, they got Nick. What's his name?
You got yourself.
Yeah, I like him. He's nice. Les, don't sleep. And
he's okay. He's mid.
Anthony Simons.
These players I've heard of for real.
Yeah, he's all right.
My thing is, Les, to your point, if you know all that, why resign? If I'm not working at a company and I know things aren't the way I'd like them to be, I'm not about to stay. I'm going to look for the next opportunity.
Yeah, you talk to your supervisor, they say, hell no, you ain't getting
right
there. And you say, I'm out. And he been there for 8-9 years, bro. It's hard to buy a new crib and do all of that moving around. I might as well just thug it out.
Man.
Hold on, Q.
No time like the present.
Q, tell well, I know Cliff know, but tell Les, didn't you say that Kyrie just bought a house in LA recently?
Yep. Yes, he has. He
ain't that hard, Les.
He bought a house. Ain't even been a full week, I don't believe. And he's been chilling in LA all summer.
In the WNBA games, he been the Sparks game.
Yeah, that was Wednesday night. He was at the Sparks Storm game.
Mm-hmm.
Watching.
But it ain't that hard, Les. You got money. You move like this if you want to. You move,
man. But Kyrie he's a nomad, bro. He's always on an island somewhere. He's always in the mix somewhere. Dame has only been on one team.
And you like Portland, and that's where you like.
One team, bro. No matter. Kobe stayed when it was trash. He stayed when it was good.
But Kobe also got 5 championships out of LA.
Okay, but he stayed the whole point is what I'm saying. When they had, Smush Parker, he was still there.
Hold on. So Dame is in whatever year in the league. I can Google it. I'll see. My whole point is by whatever time Dame's been in the league, Kobe had already won a couple championships.
No, that's a fact. That's because his organization is a lot better as far as
right.
And that's what we were mentioning, though. The strong organizations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
At one point, though, you had Aldridge. You had people over the years that were key pieces. But what you do? Let's free up cap space. Boom, send them out. It's like the Pittsburgh Pirates, bro. They got all that money. It's like a charity. They just take the money, ship away all the talent. Take money, ship away the talent, bro. It's a revolving door. But Portland been good to him, so I think that's good for him to sign that extension. Even though it's
what do you mean by being good to him? Like making sure he's taken care of, or
right?
But ain't making sure you win,
right?
He's straight, and he a rapper. For I nigga could quit. Sidebar. While we talk about rapper, yo, Miles Bridges if he get kicked out the league or get cut by the Hornets, they talk about this nigga become a fucking rapper.
Is that what he said? Is that what he said?
You want to be a rapper? You want to be Antonio Brown, my nigga? You out the league, but you got hits. You
got money to do whatever. Shit.
Hey, look, he can't get kicked out of rapping for getting in trouble.
Listen.
Oh my!
Young Thug, Q, unless you Young Thug and Gunner right now.
Well, I mean, they on some pretty serious shit.
Stay away from them Ricos.
They ain't just beating nobody ass like the baby. You know what I'm saying?
Right, the baby, of course, every little when he was in that little mansion and he's about to get kicked out of that crib, and the owner pulled up because he was supposed to have 20 people and had a movie.
Oh yeah.
Bro, he was recording everything. He always got somebody on the phone yo, record this guy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know.
But Bradley Beal, to answer the mysterious question, he got a 5-year max deal,
$251 million.
Nice deal.
These guys.
The only one that beat him was your boy.
I mean, at least Portland went to Game 7s and had an opportunity to, and didn't produce, but Washington, bro.
Nikola Jokic got the highest paid contract in the NFL history.
Did you all know that the salary cap increased to $123 million for this upcoming season?
Yep.
Nah.
They had to do because they signed that new deal with the TV for that 10-year deal or something like that, similar to the NFL. The NFL's doing the same thing. They have to raise their cap up because they're making so much money. It makes teams now more competitive. They're like, all right, you've been like Cleveland Browns or something. You got all this cap, or even the Jets. Shout out to Cali, no disrespect, but shout out to they got hella motherfucking cap, bro. Like the Giants, hella motherfucking cap. Who are they paying? Nobody. So like,
Nobody, yeah.
it makes no sense why you can't say, "Oh, I can't repair defense. I can't repair offense." Bro, you have hella talent, bro. Even if you gotta go for the top tier guys, you can get one top tier and get like hella mid tier.
Right.
That's just quality. And you could just sign rookie veterans if you know what I mean, minimums if you had to.
Right,
fucking
right.
rock, bro. Let's ball. Let's get to it.
So Q and Cliff, wasn't it y'all just a little bit ago that said with DeJounte Murray being gone, like kind of like next steps or next pieces? Well, didn't one of y'all say Lonnie Walker? So I just noticed. Wow. Lonnie Walker on July 6th signed a 1-year deal with my Lakers.
For real?
Whoa.
That's dangerous.
And we got Thomas Bryant, the center from the
Watch it. Yeah, I missed that Lonnie Walker.
I missed it.
I didn't see Lonnie Walker either. I saw Bryant.
I didn't come to my phone. I didn't get no Lakers update. Shit.
You ain't top tier player. You ain't gonna get that.
Right,
if LeBron was like, "Hey, I'm going back to Cleveland," it would have been all over ESPN.
Right.
It would have been.
I would take Lonnie Walker over Russ.
I'd take almost anybody. Matter of fact,
Russ.
I'll take the Cavs Rubio 3-year deal y'all just made with him over Russ. Shit.
Listen, Rubio, the truth though.
Rubio balls, though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'll take him over Russ.
I'll take Rubio.
Yeah, even though Rubio getting older, he's still something.
Right. Did y'all see that Zach LaVine signed a 5-year max deal with the Bulls?
Yes, he did.
Nah, I didn't see that.
South Chicago.
What they gonna do with DeMar?
Right.
He there.
4-year deal with him too, bro. Chicago, who they really paid except Jimmy? Jimmy Buckets get a big deal.
I don't think DeMar and LaVine work the best together.
And I've been saying that. I was saying that all season, man. I didn't.
Either,
it was
I think one of them has to go.
They got to.
Yeah.
And
you got DeMar.
You got Lonzo if he coming back.
Oh, right.
You got
Markkanen's on Cleveland.
Hey.
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't see that.
You got Vucevic, Alex Caruso.
Yeah. You still got a nice squad, and I think that they thinking that they would have made it a lot further if their entire team would have been healthy last year. Is why they're trying to keep the band together. But I don't think that you got the best band to begin with.
I don't know, when Caruso was healthy though, they were kind of on the street.
Yeah, he's good when he's facilitating.
Yeah, I think that's what they need.
Caruso.
They gotta have. Yeah,
I do too.
Maybe they need to search for a strong. I mean, you got Caruso and Lonzo, and they both were hurt majority of the season. But you gotta. There's another guard in that picture you need to kind of, instead of just running with.
Well, don't they still got Kobe White?
Man, Kobe wasn't Kobe to me last year.
He's mid.
But he also didn't get a lot of looks.
He's mid.
He's mid. Kobe White.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's mid. He just ain't getting enough. He ain't getting a shot.
Well, how do you say it? Gorgon Dragic.
Yeah, they. You know what? They did make that signing. They did make a 1-year signing with Goran Dragic.
Yeah, he's the same. That's
shout out
Rubio, in my opinion.
Shout out. His home is always here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dragic.
He all right.
Cliff, your boy Kevin, is it Huter? He went to the Kings.
Yeah, Kings are building something.
Him and Mo Harkless.
I don't know.
I mean, Mo Harkless.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mo Harkless and Justin Holiday went to Atlanta for Kevin Huter.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah, sounds better. I'm like the Kings, bro. You're not. You're just getting a paycheck, like you said. You're just working at a job. Get your 2
They've been making some moves though too, Les. They signed Malik Monk. The Kings got Malik Monk. They still got his teammate De'Aaron Fox. They played together at UK together.
All right.
You got DeMontis.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right.
They traded Marvin Bagley to the Pistons. Okay. Who did they get for him?
Let me see.
Pistons been signing people, man. You got your
boy. I've seen something else with them.
Pistons making moves, bro. You got Cade. You picked up was that Ivy? You picked up all these young ballers. I'm like, they about to go crazy.
Yeah, Pistons is setting themselves up. I mean, I feel like the Rockets are too, though.
So Marvin Bagley trade. It was a 7-player, 4-team trade.
Oh, that's why I didn't know who all.
That's a lot. I'm over here.
Easy.
Okay, so the Kings got Dante
DiVincenzo.
That one. Trey Lyles and Josh Jackson. The Bucks got
that's not bad.
The Bucks got Serge Ibaka, 2 future second-round picks, and some cash. The Clippers,
Damn, they came up.
yeah, the Clippers got Rodney Hood and Semi Ojili, and the Pistons got Marvin Bagley Jr.
That Rodney Hood is terrible. That's a terrible addition, but okay.
He used to be okay back in Utah, though. Like,
I mean, he wasn't bad in Cleveland either.
oh yeah,
Going to get you 3 points and that's it.
Nah, he was good when he was in. Like when he was in with the green light. At least for Cleveland, he was.
He
Well,
ain't got no-
I call that a bad trade because DiVincenzo is gone. He's in Golden State now.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
That's a chip coming soon for him.
Listen,
Hey,
Blazers rookie Sharp has labral tear and shoulder.
Summer League guy.
mm-hmm. Shade and Sharp.
What's up with your boy Check? Your boy Check going.
Oh man, Cliff.
They making him. They hyping that boy up like dirt.
That's why I said I think he overrated right now.
Man,
Him up
listen,
pretty high right now. He only
when
played one game.
KD gives you praise,
I mean, he's good, but I think they hyping him up a little too much. I want to see what he do in the league. Fuck that summer league shit.
If Giddey has to take him under his wing.
right? He is.
Giddey is still the most talented player to me on that team.
Whoa,
Him and Shea.
oh, Shea is the whoa.
Gilgeous Alexander, I would give him. He's the leader, but I think I may agree with
From a
with
scorer perspective, he is.
Hold on,
But
I'm
as
about
far as controlling the game and facilitating, Giddey got it, man.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
Because you would have at least made the playoffs with Shea, man.
they did 1 year. Oh, when I was Chris Paul was there.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking
Giddey.
of Chris Paul side, boy. He,
But hold on. So Q. So Shea this past season played 56 games, 34.7 minutes,
Mhm.
and averaged 24.5 points.
I said from a scorer's perspective, yes. But as far as managing
All around,
and being the head, the way Giddey plays and the way his confidence is right now,
Mm-hmm.
even
He
though
averaged-
he got hurt towards the end of the year. You know what I mean? Giddey awesome, bro.
I like
They-
it.
So too.
That's a West Coast Detroit if you really want to be slick with it.
Okay, see?
They make the play-in tournament next year. You might get upset as a 7-8 seed, bro. Don't let them get 9 and 10. Because Giddey going to set them up. Giddey got all the two. I'm talking about
He is
2 points a game, 15 assists, bro.
Yeah, he.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, his stat line looked pretty good a second ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
assists and rebounds and shit. Still,
That's what I was looking at from that summer league. If Giddey wasn't there, Chet don't have that type of game, bro.
Right.
Chet was setting that boy up.
I can see
Right.
that. I can see that. I can see that.
You seen what he had. You seen in the post-game interview, Chet had his arm around Giddey like.
He did.
Couldn't have happened without this man.
All right.
They
Like
said
they don't went to the chip.
They said Chet does that though. They said Chet always pays homage to his somewhat older peers on his team since college, and he always does that.
Then they show some white guy with a thick ass mustache looking like at a dodgeball.
Looking like
Yeah.
Oh, like what's his name? Ben Stiller.
uh-huh.
was
That
like,
movie's funny. I forgot about that.
bro was
Will
looking
Ferrell.
like a global gym.
Yeah,
like
stupid. That nigga dumb.
That's funny.
Man.
Yeah,
Oh.
show me some. They gonna have to show me some.
So Cliff, you want to talk about your boy Garland too? I guess.
What about my boy Garland getting his
His,
max?
Yeah.
Yeah, well deserved.
How much
Okay.
is it? The deal? What's the
I
deal
think it
structure?
was 196,
5 years, 4.
4 I believe.
That's
Garland.
better. 4 is better.
Yeah, I think it was 196 if I'm.
Ooh,
I typed in Garland deal, and they put actual garlands that you hang up on the door and shit. He
5-year.
Oh, they gave him 5.
Damn, that chips him down a little bit.
I
But hey,
and why doesn't it give me the bigger picture of 100? It says 193 million contract,
93. I thought it was 96.
but I can't tell how many. 5-year, 193 contract from Rich Paul. Rich Paul getting that money.
Rich Paul getting that bread.
That commission through the roof.
I want to be a sports agent. That's what I should have went to school for. Somehow.
Bro, that 3% hit. That 3% hit.
I would have had Cliff. What's his name from the Buckeyes that became a bust? Greg Oden. I would have signed somebody like him.
You'd have signed Anthony Bennett to the Lakers.
Trash. I mean, hey, as an agent, bro, you gotta represent your people, and and at the end of the day, you gotta be the best interest for them. So, hey, get that money, but yeah, Rich Paul getting it.
Nah, I mean, Darius deserved it. I think the Cavs made out one of the best teams in the draft this year.
Yeah, so you talk about your Cavs, or what?
Yeah, I think this was the first draft that I was happy with everything that took place. I said Ochai Agbaji out of Kansas was the one that I wanted if he was still available at 14. I think people are dumb for allowing him to fall that low.
He's a steal.
Like, you got the MVP of the playoff finals. He was
crazy.
He had hella awards. He wasn't defensive. He had some other award too. Then they got Evan Mobley's older brother, Isaiah Mobley, who I said they should have got last year. He is 6'10", small forward. And he got a knockdown 3. I think that Cleveland right now is building a squad that is going to be very tough to beat from a defensive standpoint. Cleveland in the playoffs.
Okay, like
barring,
6 seed.
Barring injury, Cleveland in the playoffs. I wouldn't even say 6 seed. I would say as high as 4 if Colin Sexton is back on Cleveland.
Yeah, we are talking about the East. Weak as hell.
Yeah, Colin Sexton's back on Cleveland.
Weak ass teams.
Ain't nobody out west fucking around.
Nice, you know what I'm saying? Shout to the Heat.
Well, Lester's a Celtics fan.
Yeah, shout to the Celtics, you know what I'm saying? 17 rings on the thing.
East ain't weak.
Don't know how to show up.
East ain't weak. You got weak players on Eastern teams, but you don't have weak teams in the East.
You got a few.
You got Boston. You got Milwaukee. Hey, I'm gonna start with Boston. You got Boston.
Yeah,
you got
Boston.
Miami.
For
you
sure.
got Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Atlanta ain't playing. The Knicks always giving false hope, so I ain't even gonna bring they sorry ass up.
You should say their name.
Nah, I said it, damn it.
Yeah,
and then you got Detroit. Ain't no sleeper. Cleveland
was number 6 until the last 4 weeks of the season.
I'm gonna give Cliff his props. He said it. He said it all during the season, and he said it for this upcoming season. Cleveland finna be a problem.
Listen, wait till this. I'm telling you, we in the playoffs this year.
Hey, look, that's 6 teams right there. 7 and 8. We ain't looking at them.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? In the West, who we looking at, man? Can't say the Lakers.
The whole conference is nice.
What?
Nah.
Where's Utah? Where's Portland?
Hey, those are also teams that could potentially knock off a favorite to win. You never know.
But where
Utah,
they at though?
Utah dumping.
Though?
Utah rebuilding. Portland look like they rebuilding.
Portland
every year.
Listen, he ain't even say Charlotte.
Nope, I ain't even say Charlotte. I don't have to, because that's gonna be one of your 7s. You know what I'm saying? Your 7 seed. LaMelo ain't playing. Put LaMelo in the playoff. Hey, y'all get on my back in the 4th quarter.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Help me get to the 4th quarter. That's it. Man, who played in the West? Who you got? Memphis, Phoenix.
Everybody.
Golden State.
Memphis, Phoenix, Golden State.
And that's it.
Got the Clips. Maybe
Memphis.
I give you Dallas.
Maybe
so
Dallas.
That's 4. That's 4. That's it. You can't go to the Lakers.
No Clippers. Clippers, no.
No Clippers. Even though they got the best
Spurs.
roster on paper, like everybody say, no Clippers, no Spurs.
Crazy.
The West ain't strong, bro. I put the West against it. If the Warriors would have played a healthy Heat team in the finals, they would have had a problem. They would have had a problem.
They said that, but
Boston had a healthy team besides Robert Williams, and he still played.
He did play.
They wasn't
Marcus
no
Smart
problem.
was
They
on
wasn't
and
no
off-ish.
problem. Exactly, because they wasn't a problem. They wasn't a
I don't
problem.
like. I don't like Al Horford's shot, man. He blocks it.
Oh,
His shot is crazy. I get
He hit.
nervous every time
he hit
shoots.
that motherfucker too.
I get nervous every time he shoots a three, bro. He covers.
That's the most consistent 3-point shooter y'all got on Boston.
That should be all net, no rim.
Listen.
It'd be wild.
And they won't pass to him either. And I'll be like, damn, like the one nigga that's going 2 for 3 from the field, you just leaving in the corner while y'all dribbling around trying to make a shot. They deserve to lose that game.
Block yourself, miss.
That killed me in the Heat series when the game on the line. Why the hell you leave this man open in the corner, bro? The wrong man.
You lucky that they lucky that they recognized it.
God damn.
Because they didn't think it's going.
Attention.
Well, it's like Draymond in the corner. Bro, let him net. Bro, he's gonna shoot like 1 for 10. So this is that one shot that y'all probably can't afford him to make. But 9 times out of 10, he probably gonna miss anyway. So fuck it. We could take that over a Steph getting the ball or somebody else getting the ball. So it's like, all right, fuck it. We're gonna let him rock. Let him go. And
Yeah,
your boy
but Horford in the playoffs wasn't regular season Horford. That mug was efficient. And that's what killed us in our series. That mug was when he shot it, he was hitting. I'm just sitting here like this ugly mug.
And they wouldn't give him a shot.
Bruh. Yeah,
I
he
just
was
don't get that. They wouldn't give him a shot. Like he had been proven to you. The whole reason why y'all got game 1 was because he was bussing.
Yeah.
From the corner.
Yeah.
Next game, he gets 4 shots.
That's it.
Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, that's not only a sign of inexperience, it's a sign of coaching as well. Because it's your job to notice. You're not looking at the guy that got you here.
But maybe coaching was a part of that. Hence the reason to get a Malcolm Brogdon instead of just a Dennis Schrader. You know what I mean? Who was on the market.
Yeah, I like Brogdon.
I do too.
You know what I mean?
That's a good pick for Boston.
Yeah. I mean, because you could have took any point guard. Huh?
Oh, my God. I was that dude on the Pacers. So I'm like, well, he was injured, though. But when he was healthy,
won Rookie of the Year with the Bucks.
Yep.
Oh, this dude going crazy. They dumbasses got rid of him. Crazy, bro. That's crazy, man.
I think he the Tim Duncan of the point guard position.
That's more of a reason to think, Pacers are in a rebuild because a guy like Brogdon.
You just let him slide.
Yeah. You
crazy.
Get who they got a bunch of no names, kind of like the Gobert trade.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty much.
Man, Gobert. They got 4 picks and all these players. Yeah, but who gonna get on the floor besides Patrick Beverly?
Right.
Nope.
Nobody.
He got traded off to Utah.
That's crazy.
Patrick Beverly put his foot in his own mouth because he got on TV and was like, "I wish Miami would trade for me."
He was talking his shit though. I like him talking shit though.
I do too. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, he let him know, man. Miami, come trade for me.
Nah, Pat.
Bro. He'll strap any of your stars up. He'll strap everybody.
Oh yeah.
That's all he's good for.
He's the GP of the league. Like he'll strap anybody up.
That's why I'm mad a guy like Lance Stevenson fell off because he's another one, man.
Oh, he ain't fall off. He's still in Indianapolis.
Man, that boy ain't D'ing nobody up.
Watch this season.
He ain't locking nobody up though. He ain't blowing in nobody's ear though.
You're right.
Come on, man.
Why?
Oh, man, he ain't doing none of that.
Lance still out there. He's still out there. I'm sleeping.
Yeah, went back to the Pacers.
Right. Where it all started.
Yeah, who are in a rebuild. I'ma just say it.
Yeah, Mr. Rockstar, I don't see him strumming his guitar too often anymore.
Yeah, he ain't blowing in LeBron ear. Matter of fact, he went to play with LeBron and they let his ass go.
Right.
They did.
Right.
Come on, man. Pat Beverly, that dude though.
He get back to the Pacers, bro. No Roy Hibbert, no PD.
They got Tyrese Halliburton though. He's the truth.
Fuck all that. Wait till y'all see Joe Dirt in Cleveland. My guy Luke Travers out of Australia.
Gonzaga?
Nah, he from Australia.
Oh,
that nigga the truth, man. I don't care what nobody say. That's Joe Dirt Jr.
Another Ben Simmons.
Man,
Ooh.
he ain't no damn Ben Simmons.
Ooh.
Just because he from Australia, he ain't no damn Ben Simmons.
hair wrap just because from the place where you from.
This nigga 6'8", can bring the ball up, can shoot, can pass, can play D.
Australian niggas is starting to get that soft rep though. He's starting to get that baby hair rep.
I don't know, man. I think Joe Dirt gonna show everybody.
You need some rough edges, man. You cut that baby hair out. Just
that
get
nigga
rid
had,
of it.
I think 3 blocks in the summer league game against the Spurs.
Yeah, your boy Chet had 6.
It don't matter.
A summer league record.
Chet's a starter. This nigga coming off the bench. This nigga coming off the bench, giving y'all 3 blocks, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 8 points.
He needs to be a starter. That boy, he doing more than starter.
He hustles, man. He hustles. They was trying to say between Luke Travers and Khalifa Diop, they was going to allow them to bypass the G League and play in their home in Australia and Senegal, play in them leagues, and then they would bring them up when they was ready. But from what I could see, you need to keep Luke as close to the bench as possible because he's a game changer. He changes the game. He comes in and he changes the game from any aspect, whether it's defensively, whether it's distribution or scoring. He changes the game.
Maybe he earns that 6-man role because I can't see him getting in the starting lineup.
No. I don't see it even with him. I see him being a Joe Harris on Cleveland. I see him getting to the point of being so good that they trade him before they move him into that starting spot.
Joe Harris, that's a good comparison.
Right, because it's like, why would you trade that man if you'd have just gave him the opportunity? And I think Cleveland will do the same. I think they're smarter now. I do think Cleveland is smarter now. But I think he's so good, but that the lineup that we have is so good as well, that it's like, we really don't see a place for you in the starting spot. And he like, well, I'm good enough to take my talents to South Beach then. That's the way I see his career going. But he's definitely impressing me.
What about like a Lou Will off the bench going crazy? Something like that.
I think he would be willing to take that role. I mean, he's a young buck. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he views it as he has too many opportunities. So I am excited to see what he does because he's just one of those players that just has that dog in him. Like, it doesn't have to look pretty. I'm going to get it done.
James Harden off the bench in OKC. Going crazy.
Man.
He can run with your second team. He can run with your third team. He can run with your first team.
I think he's a good fit. And the fact that he's 6'8" and he has point guard skills just makes it that much better.
Yeah.
I want to see him play in them old school
goggles.
Not the goggles, like the skier glasses that were colored lenses and they had to wrap around the back. You know what I'm talking about?
Or binoculars?
No, like they wasn't to your face. They was almost like sunglasses, but they was like plastic around here and they would wrap around your back and had that little rubber band around the back. But they were just like glasses, just sunglasses. Like they didn't even come to your cheek.
Your nose.
They were just like sunglasses. If he wears those, matter of fact, they were like the linebacker glasses they used to wear in the NBA or the NFL back in the day, like for practice, where you see the get cut off and they had the glasses on so the sun don't. They were like them. If I see him come out in them, I'm gonna say this nigga swaggy as fuck. Mullet. Police mustache and mullet and all. He's swaggy as fuck.
The NBA kind of outlawed that because I remember when Wade went through his migraine issue. And he needed a tinted lens or whatever. They kind of kept him from.
Yeah, they denied that. I do remember that.
Yeah, and they kind of kept him out a couple of more games.
I remember that.
Yeah, but I wish they could, man, because it was something about the player needs to see their eyes.
It shouldn't matter though. I understand. That is that is a benefit to be able to see where your opponent's eyes is looking, but at the same time, no, you're right, because then you had everybody walking out there in some old Tone Lopes on like,
yeah, man, look at the no look pass,
like a poker game
everywhere
with a basketball.
You talking no look passes? Oh my!
It'd be a looking no look pass, like. Like you know, I'm looking at you and I'm looking.
Yep.
Here's the ball. A lot of
all you got to do is throw the ball the opposite way one time, and everybody fucked up the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, he's something. Other than the Cleveland, though, I think he came up with a treasure in Nikola Jovic.
Yes.
That's an amazing motherfucker right there, man.
Yes.
How's his name so similar to Nikola Jokic? It gets so crazy.
Jokic.
It's only different than the last name, right?
Yeah, K and V.
You know how many times commentators going to mistakenly probably call that rookie Nikola Jokic in games?
Oh, I've seen videos online of people that have called him Nikola Jokic.
Right, you're right.
On his highlights.
Right, yeah. I bet. Yeah.
But yeah, he's amazing. He's dangerous.
Yeah, any boy named Nikola and you're good money.
Right.
You hear what I'm saying? Coming from Serbia? You coming from Serbia and your name's Nikola? Get him. I don't care if he's 5'5". Get this motherfucker. Bring him in.
Something crazy.
Hey, now I won't feel bad about putting Yurtseven on the trade block.
I know that's right. Because that nigga's special. He's special.
Awesome.
He's no lie. This is a special cat right here.
What position is he?
Small forward, but he can play lower.
Who, Yurtseven?
No, Jovic.
Oh, Jovic
is a small forward, but he can go down to the 2. He can bring the ball up if you want him to,
but you could put him at the 4 with a Bam at the 5.
I think he needs a little bit more weight because he's only 6'8" right now. He does have some bunnies on him, but he's like light in the ass.
So what y'all gonna do with Duncan Robinson?
He's trade bait. He's trade bait too.
Well, he was the 2
Duncan
anyway.
Robinson. Duncan Robinson's like a 3. Hell no.
When they brought Tyler in, he was. But they had Duncan Robinson running in a 1 at one point when there was injuries.
Yeah, right. But I mean, his normal position is a small forward shooting guard.
Yeah, his normal position is a small forward.
I would consider him to be a shooting guard, but
he's 6'7". He's a small forward. Definitely.
Yeah,
he's not athletically sound enough for me to be keeping him at the 4 though. I feel like you quick enough, stay at the 2. That's all you do.
His defense isn't strong. Yeah, his defense isn't strong enough for a 4, but he's a 3.
Right, that's what I meant. The 3, not the.
But yeah, against LeBron and I see what you're saying.
I put him at the 2. Stay at the 2. You got length. You're quick enough to keep up with him.
Hey, but he could take charges though. That's one thing. He's not a big defensive guy, but he can take a charge. I will say that. He's been up there in the league in the tops, taking charge as well. So
people who take charge, I call him Shane. I call it the Shane Battier rule. You know what I'm saying? King
flop. Battier didn't really flop though. He was taking them hoes.
He used to flop. He used to be known to be flopper. They said he was known.
He flopped, but as many as he took, he put his body down there. That's like saying Kevin Love is a flopper. He takes them charges. He takes them though. He doesn't.
He put his face in the way too much.
Yeah, he be like,
he takes the hit. He makes it look violent.
BleacherReport.com has a thing that says Shane Battier's flop opera is a beautiful collection of him flopping. Like, wow.
Listen, he was taking them hoes.
Yeah.
I mean, flopping comes with taking charges sometimes.
Right. Of course.
And flop a lot, charge once.
Flip flops.
Bro, flip on both feet.
No socks.
No socks.
No socks. No
socks, no pedicure, no nothing. Just out there.
But yeah, I'm interested as far as I'll say the Lakers, since they had no picks in 2022, but they got Pippen and O'Neal. I'm interested to see if we actually see them hit the court at all. And for how long. I think you will see them in the NBA at a point of the season because they did the same with Mac McClung. But the question is, will they be ready when they get there, and do you end up seeing them fall back down before the end of the season?
Cliff, we did get a pick, number 35. I told you we made a trade this year.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
We got Max Christie from, where's he from? Michigan State, it looks like.
He did say that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, we got Chris.
The Lakers got Scottie Pippen's son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Shaq's son. And Shaq's
You got somebody else? What's the other guy that was like?
Oh, the one dude, I can't think of his name though. He's a white boy.
Let me see. Lakers.
It said you got Pippen, O'Neal. Oh, Brian. Was it Brian?
Is it like
last name Brian?
What, Thomas Bryant?
Dinner?
There you go. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All these legendary names. What else does LeBron need? That was a little caption.
But I don't know. Them is still, like we said. Oh, that was before you hopped on too. Like we said, LeBron's MO hasn't really been raising players up. Mm-hmm. You know, they've always had to be ready coming on the court with LeBron. So I don't know how well he works with brand new players like a Pippen and an O'Neal when they're gonna need that build up process. I'm not saying I don't think LeBron can do it. I'm just saying we've never seen it from you before.
Now, at the same time, those guys have a leg up, obviously, because their dads played in the league. They've been around the professional basketball. Yeah. So I'm sure they'll be all right. To answer your question, Les, I think they'll probably be I'm hoping like a Gary Payton son, where they've been around it and they catch on and they do all right.
And they
I don't think it's going to be immediate. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be immediate.
Well, I was gonna say, Sharif, he got signed to a summer league deal. He wasn't drafted or nothing like that.
Right.
Okay.
They gave him a workout. They liked him, and
see, speaking of that, right? It's hard to follow in the shoes of greatness, right?
I don't know. I think he looks better than his dad.
But I'm saying up until this point, your daddy went number one, right? Didn't his daddy go number one from LSU when he got drafted, right?
Yeah, I think so.
The son didn't get drafted at all. That's big. That's hard to follow up on. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of talent out there now compared to what there was in like 90.
Swider is who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I agree.
Cole Swider. He's something too on the Lakers G League.
When we look at some of these drafts, whether it's football, basketball, like you only really know of the guys that's in the first round, second, maybe third possible. Everybody else is just like a filler. Like they're just better than everyone else, but they're still not in the top 100. So it's like, he's all right. He'll be all right. He'll play in the league. He'll get his check. He'll do his thing. He's gonna be a great, probably not. And then you have like people like Ben Roethlisberger, AB, Tom Brady, 6th round.
Right, I was about to say, don't sleep on everybody.
Tom Brady, 6th round. What did y'all not see?
What you mean? What you mean? Would you not see? What did you see when you first seen his rookie stuff? Would you ever look at his picture of his draft combine and shit? Nobody. If there was a Las Vegas bets back then, odds, no one would have projected he would have been who he is today. Nobody. Even Cliff said it last. And I even as a Michigan fan, I'll give Cliff credit. Even in college, Tom Brady was maybe okay, but he wasn't nothing special.
Nah, he wasn't. No.
Right. He was nothing special.
What do you think has changed that made him that? Was it would he work with somebody else that was a Hall of Famer?
Bill Belichick.
He went to the right.
Bledsoe was
I was going to say he went to the right team. He was under Bledsoe.
And
as soon as Bledsoe got hurt, he was ready. Belichick made sure he was ready. Yeah. Bledsoe couldn't even get a spot back.
Nah, it was over. Right. One season.
Yeah, sometimes it's just like some of these guys get lucky to get like great coaches or management or whatever, or mentors. I think that's what happened with a Brady, to your point. But I'm looking at my Lakers roster right now, their current roster, like up to date. It ain't looking too impressive
at all. Zero.
Well, y'all holding out. Y'all holding out for moves. We know Lakers is gonna make moves annually.
Yeah.
Every year, something.
Annually, there's gonna be moves made.
I'm waiting to see Kyrie's face pop up here.
I think they are, stuck on Kyrie, but the last reports I looked at was basically the Nets want to trade Durant before they even think about putting something together for
AD
Kyrie.
And LeBron, potentially. They'd have to offload half the team.
Nah, they don't. The Nets don't even
play with LeBron.
The Nets don't even want AD and LeBron, so
Yeah. Les, did you say that KD might come? No, they don't want KD. That's like Batman and Superman fighting together. They like to have their own respective. You know what I mean? They don't want to play together. That's why Kawhi didn't come to LA.
But KD did it with Steph, and he knew he was guaranteed a ring. So why not?
But that was different, Les, because Cliff will tell you this too. Like, how do I want to say this? Like LeBron and KD are almost like they're probably friends, right? But they're almost like arch nemesis though. Like,
I thought KD said he would play with LeBron.
Hell no.
I don't remember that.
I thought he did. I thought he said he was open. He would be open to a Laker trade.
Hell no. His stance is like Kawhi's. He don't want to play with another.
How could it be like that? And you left OKC to play with Steph and Clay and Draymond?
Because Cliff, that's different. Steph Curry and LeBron, like we talk about every episode, are way different personalities and players.
And positionally, it works.
Right. That's
when you look at it, because Draymond can still fit in his role, Clay and Curry can still fit in their role. Durant fits right at the 3.
But I don't
You're
see
lengthy
how
as hell.
Wouldn't fit with the KD and LeBron when either or can bring the ball up, either or can rebound. Either they're interchangeable pieces.
But I mean, at LeBron's. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say but KD's already stated he enjoys testing the bar against LeBron. That's how he, how do I say it? Like Peyton and Tom Brady. Like that's how KD and LeBron are. Like they go tit for tat. They don't want to run together. They want to go tit for tat. That's what it is with them. Or or like Magic and Larry Bird. I'm sure Magic and Larry Bird could have potentially back in the day. Potentially, I'm sure they could have played together. Yeah, they could have. But they love going against each other. They love going neck to neck.
I don't know, because I see mad articles talking about the potential of KD and Kyrie meeting back up in LA.
Never once seen
that. You would have to offload.
I can send you them. I got them in my phone. I'm sure.
That sound like more of a Bleacher Report than an NBA news. You know what I mean?
No, definitely. But there was quotes in the article that I can't remember what the quotes were exactly, but that led me to believe that KD would be willing to come to LA.
Can't put that. That wouldn't even make sense. We talked about it one episode. Q, you brought it up last time, like my Eagles. What happens when you try to do a super team?
Yeah,
most of the time, a super.
But I feel like that's different too, because once again, like I said, LeBron and KD are interchangeable.
No,
there's
KD
not.
Score. LeBron's not a natural scorer, not a natural scorer.
Right, but what I'm saying is, all of the responsibilities can be put on either one of them, and you're not losing out on anything.
You're losing out on scoring.
You're being logical, though, Cliff.
Right.
As far as what?
As far as bringing them together, yes, it can work. Yes, they can do it, but on the floor, man, like, how does it work? You got an older LeBron. KD's like the best right now.
He's 33. KD.
Even though LeBron was in the top in scoring last year and looked awesome, but now you got to take account. You got AD. What is he gonna look like?
Right. Well, I don't think AD stays if you get KD.
No, you don't.
So I don't think AD sticks around.
So who's your big then?
Right,
but bigs are a dime a dozen.
But Cliff, you have to understand. Cliff, here's the thing. I've been
you can pick Draymond, Andre Drummond back up on a 1.5.
No, you have to think the bus way, Cliff. I've been a Lakers fan for 30 years now. Okay, I've watched documentary. I've really studied them. The Bus, Dr. Bus and Jeannie Bus, his daughter, they don't think like the typical owners that you're talking about in teams. No. They don't play that. They play hard. Matter of fact, that's why they didn't let Russ go. Even though we all want Russ gone, Jeannie's like, they're saying that Jeannie's talking about LeBron. You better make this work. As of right, they better make this shit work. We're not going to offload him. We're going to do it my way. Jeannie's one of the few people that says it's my way. You feel me? Yeah. When y'all talked about player freedom earlier, I hear that. I respect it. But in LA, nah.
That's why I brought up strong organizations.
But it's also to the detriment of your organization at the same time, because this
tell us that when we have 17 championships.
But listen, this is the worst the Lakers have looked ever.
No, it's not.
Ever.
No, it's not.
Crazy.
When in Kobe days, with Smush Parker was the one.
Now, listen, but then right after that, they came back and went what? 2 championships back to back with Boston Celtics.
I'm not even trying to be funny, Cliff. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm gonna ask you an honest question, just genuinely. How much have you really, really paid attention to the Lakers in the past 36 years?
I paid attention to the Lakers from I was very young in the Magic days, and Kobe. Well, Kobe was the era that I paid attention to the Lakers.
Worst season played ever, Cliff, is the point I'm getting at, and I remember this season very clearly, was the 2015-2016 season when we had 17 wins and 65 losses under Byron Scott's tenure as a second-year coach.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's a season. That's a season.
That's what you just said. You said the Lakers. So what did you say about the Lakers?
I said
being
this
bad?
is the worst the Lakers have been ever. I don't mean one season. I don't mean just having one bad season. I'm saying the Lakers being expected. First of all, it's a lot of people, not me, because remember I've said that I do give LeBron and them credit for that bubble championship. But there's a big amount of people that do not give him credit for that championship. Now, following you were expected to go into the playoffs. First time LeBron's never even made the playoffs in what was it, 13 years?
Something like
that. But that's LeBron, Cliff.
I give it all the injury, though.
I'm saying regardless, something's not right. Something's not right in LA.
That was injuries, though.
Yeah, Cliff. I mean, but that's obvious. But you're saying the Lakers are the worst they've ever been. That's just not true.
The reason why I don't. But you're talking about a season once again, Malk. A season.
So what do you? So hold on, time out.
So I tell you what. So you said that was the 16-17 season that they went.
2015, 2016.
15-16. So tell me what the 14-15 season record was, and then tell me what the 16-17 season record was.
I'll tell you all. Yeah, Lakers.
Give me that information, because I'm not worried about one single season. What I'm getting at is Lakers have always been good enough to recover. And right now, in this specific era with LeBron there is no recovery outside of that bubble.
And that's more of an outlook.
Right. So to answer your question, Cliff, in 2014, 2015, the year before, we were 21-61.
Mm-hmm.
That's not really
pretty bad too.
And the year after, we were 26-56.
Mm-hmm. There's little improvement.
Now these are remember though, these are the end of Kobe's time when he was very banged up and before LeBron even got there.
Right.
So I'm not saying it doesn't count, because it all counts. I'm just saying I don't look too much into that. That was the end of
and that's what I'm getting at, right? Because if you don't have your best player, that makes sense.
Right.
You gamble. What the Lakers have done in their what they historically have done is invested in the best players. Mm-hmm. Whether it be Magic, Kareem, whoever the case may be, Worthy, whoever. Now, once those players are gone, you can't expect that team to continue to be the same as they were. When you look at the way the team is running with a LeBron on it, it doesn't look good compared to historically how the Lakers run.
You know where I fought.
Backtrack,
Lakers.
Please. Hold up. Backtrack, please.
I gotta fucking backtrack. Let's go give this fucking credit. So technically speaking, I'll be fully accountable. I'm looking at this all the way back to fucking 1948. If you really do look at the past 10 years, starting now, over 500. Lakers have only done it 1, 2. I think I'm counting 3 times. Yeah, they've only been over 500 in the past 10 years 3 times. Before that, they were always, I mean, not always, but damn near always over 500 or more. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's not, and I'm not just putting on LeBron. It's the whole organization as a whole.
Well, fuck Cliff.
Fuck that Creasy way or whatever the fuck.
No, it's the bus way.
Whatever way.
But you also got to
understand. It's not right.
No excuse.
Why are you keeping Russ and you're eating $47.7 million on 1 year for a player that's not giving nothing to you?
Because the owner, Cliff, I need to preface what I'm about to say, because I don't want to. So we know that her dad was the owner. We know he died, I think 10 plus years ago now. It basically, actually, ever since her dad died, the team hasn't to your point hasn't been as great as historically.
And that's understandable too. Look at the Raiders.
Right.
Look at when Al Davis died. We struggled for a long while before they. So I'm not trying to put that on her either, but she's very clearly wrong.
I think she's very. The way they describe Jeannie is very like she's like emotionally connected to almost everybody like on the team. And so to your point, Cliff, Russ, go. You know what? Fuck this. You ain't as a business. Right. Like she's like, Russ, you probably had a headache that day or something.
Yeah, no. we're the Los Angeles Lakers. You're blessed to be wearing a jersey. You're cut if you don't show up tomorrow. That's just how it goes. I don't care who you are.
I think she listening to that media too much, where everybody's like, "Oh, Russ is gonna have a breakout year next year. Russ is gonna have a breakout year next year." Yada 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 yada.
He can't.
They had a chance. They had a chance to go hard at Giannis and bring that boy in. They ain't go hard enough at Giannis. Think about
Lakers?
it, AD. Yeah,
Giannis didn't want to come there. Hey, Cliff.
Giannis ain't want to come there because he said it was too expensive. That's what Giannis said.
I think
Giannis was open. You know, Giannis wanted. What you said it earlier.
That's what I'm saying.
Giannis wanted to leave.
Motherfuckers want rings. That's why KD left OKC. So if LeBron could preface it in a way that he gets a ring in LA, I don't see KD saying, "Nah, I'll stay in Brooklyn."
Why didn't LeBron and KD? Why didn't they link up already? Then I think if they were going to link up, I think they would have linked up a long time ago.
Well, I think the storyline has led us to this point.
What's the storyline?
The way the entire history of their careers have led us to this point, right? KD recognized I can't do it myself, and I don't count Russell Westbrook as someone else to help me in OKC. He made it very clear when he said that before he left. That's why they was beefing.
Well, you know why? I know why KD also wouldn't want to come play with LeBron, because Russ is there. He's not playing with Russ again.
Yeah, but do you think Russ stays if KD comes?
$47 million, unless someone else is going to take on that contract, which someone would pick Russ up. I'm not saying that, but I don't think too many people are jumping at $47 million though for Russ.
It would have to be a 3-team.
48.
Right.
It would have to be a 3-team because I don't see Brooklyn wanting Russ.
Right. No. I don't think they want Russ. I don't say anybody. Somebody wants Russ again. Now, does somebody want Russ for $47 million?
He probably go to Detroit.
Nah.
Detroit's gonna pick up that cash because they have the cash readily available. You got to look at the teams that really necessarily are not going to benefit, just like that damn Rodney Hood shit, bro. Who the fuck? That's not beneficial. Like that sounds terrible on paper to me. Like why are you even involved?
Y'all gonna stop hating on my nigga Rodney.
It don't make sense, bro. I'm just looking at it like, okay, this team got picks. This team got 3 players. This team got cash and a player, and you get Rodney Hood, bro. Come on, bro. You got played like a fiddle on national live television. I'm gonna need you to step your game up on the trade block and not get the last of the block. Like get a piece of the beginning block, not the end.
Man, Cleveland made that boy look good.
Who?
He did.
Rodney Hood.
No, we did.
Utah.
He's a system player, clearly.
No, I agree with that.
Ty Lue in Cleveland made that boy look good.
They did. That boy was hitting threes and everything. I'm like, okay.
Looking like an all-star.
He was.
And where they sent him to after that? They sent him to
Utah.
Yeah.
I thought he went somewhere before he went to Utah.
He maybe went somewhere else.
You might be right though.
But I know he went to Utah. He was busting ass too. I was like, oh, this boy doing all right. And then I ain't heard nothing since.
So you talking about
Rodney Hood?
Yeah, he went to Utah. Yeah, he definitely went to Utah. He was.
We talking about people getting, everybody picked the game where everybody picked sticks, and
he left out.
The last nigga left.
Oh shit.
Hey, sometimes it be sleepers though. Shit, sometimes they might not pick somebody. They end up being a sleeper though. Yeah,
sleeper like you're the last one to go to sleep and you're by yourself, lonely. Yeah,
he's stupid.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, Lakers definitely got some work to do. I'll be the first one to continuously say that. I mean, and I don't care that AD's not getting up. He's in the gym by 4:30, shooting hoops every day, 450 or so baskets. I don't care about none of that. I want to see you play. I want to see it translate to the court.
All right.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. And Gobert, I think Gobert went to the Wolves because they're trying to get rid of Cat. I think there's a secret plan to try to get rid of Cat to bring another piece in. I do think.
I mean, that's very clear because they also got rid of Royce O'Neal and sent him to the Nets for a 23rd first rounder. Now, my whole thing is I know Q was saying like that Gobert trade was decent because they got rid of a whole bunch of no names, which they did, but they also got 4 first rounders in the process as well. Right. I don't know that Gobert is worth all of that.
Hell fucking no. Now, he won defensive player twice as well, though, right? Technically, I think he won it back-to-back 1 year.
Yeah, I thought it might be 3 times.
Right, Rudy Gobert.
It might be 3 times.
How many times did Rudy Gobert win defensive player of the year? Yeah, Cliff, you're right. 2020, 2021, No, that's a defensive team. He won the award 2018, 2019, and 2021.
Right.
Yeah, it was a year in between. Yeah, I remember.
Well,
but to give up all them players, right, and 4 first round picks,
not worth it. You're playing yourself.
I mean, but he's 7'1" with a wingspan of 7'9", though. So I mean,
but y'all saying he's not worth that much. But what the hell did they get?
Them 4 first rounds could be.
They could be lethal.
They could be lethal, but then they could be a bust.
They could be.
That's true, but
that's leverage though.
But does Gobert help?
Leverage. That's leverage, Cliff. That's good. 4 first round picks. I might not even want them. I can go get somebody else for that.
No, you're right. You're right, but that's what I'm saying. You still handing them those
small
vouchers. They're getting those vouchers off of him. So it's
okay, if you can get somebody for him, and when we say get somebody, you're talking about a star, a superstar, somebody to team up with Donovan Mitchell, who they haven't said yeah or nay we're getting rid of. You know what I mean? So who's going to want to go to small market Utah who doesn't have a squad to contend on the floor right now? And what can you put around that? You gave away Royce O'Neal for a first rounder. You know what I mean? You gave away Rudy Gobert. You're letting other people sign as free agents elsewhere. I mean, like, what did you get? You got a bunch of numbers on the paper. Malik Beasley ain't finna do nothing. Leandro Bolmaro ain't doing shit. Walker Kessler ain't doing shit. Only guy you got is Patrick Beverly out the deal, in my eyes.
Until them first rounds come
you got
numbers.
And with NIL versus the G League Ignite and everything else the NBA is trying to do, who's to say college will even be able to hold some of these guys? Especially with conferences changing between Big Ten, the SEC, and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? Who's to say top guys won't say, man, fuck this. I'm going to the Ignite.
Right.
But that doesn't stop them. They still got them picks.
But it's not guaranteeing you top talent. So that's what I'm saying. Like on paper, it looks nice. But I want to see what you get for it. All this is future.
But I feel
2023, 2025,
it could have also costed you Donovan Mitchell. Because now he's questioning the front office, talking about why would you get rid of Royce O'Neal and Rudy Gobert? What are your plans?
In my eyes, it does cost you Donovan Mitchell because you still don't have a team to compete on the floor with them.
So then Donovan Mitchell to the Lakers? I like it.
No, that would never happen. I don't see. Donovan is more of a Heat guy than Laker guy, if that makes sense to you.
You know what?
No, I'm just saying. No. I'm not being fan biased. I'm not picking teams in it. I'm just saying because there's a different in organizations.
I think Donovan Mitchell. I'll do a hot take. I think Donovan Mitchell's overrated.
You know, I can see Donovan Mitchell going to Detroit before he goes to LA. You see what I'm saying?
Perfect. Actually,
I don't want.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's a difference to me.
Every time Mitchell's been in the playoffs, he shit the bed. I don't want Mitchell. He shits when it counts.
He ain't had nobody to help him shit though.
Right.
That's true.
Get that man a laxative.
Sometimes, but Q and Cliff and Les, sometimes that's what's part of being trying to be a leader is. Like you gotta try to, you know.
It is.
Make something shake. Not saying it all has to fall on you, but you got to try to at least do your part, at least.
I mean, I think that it's safe to say he has, though.
But you had a guy who came in as a rookie, wasn't getting looked at, had to earn his keep by making the rookie team and the dunk contest champ. Right. You know what I mean?
They still got a rookie of the year to Ben Simmons, even though it's his second year in the league.
You know what I mean? Like, they've been shitting on this man. I feel like they're trying to force him into being a superstar, more as let it happen naturally. To me, he ain't ready yet. He has to have a running mate.
I mean, his numbers are solid. I'm looking at his numbers.
You seen what happened in the was not this year, was it last year? He missed the damn shot to win the game and they went home.
That's what I'm saying.
He wasn't ready.
He just saying.
I mean, but who else gonna take that motherfucker?
Your boy, what's his name? Bogdan. What's his name, Cliff? You always talk about.
He's gone. He's gone.
But no, I'm saying that year you're talking about. Q. He was on that. I'm saying he was on that team that year when the white dude was on that.
Oh, Bogdanovich. Yeah.
Like we can say Joe Ingles too, and he's gone. But he's gone.
He got that shot. Mitchell get the last shot.
Yeah.
Well, but maybe he. I don't know. Maybe.
But I mean, everybody else gone. Yeah. All them cats gone, bro. So who you got?
OKC. Let's go.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Ooh. With Giddey.
Lift it up.
Oh, hold on, Q. Fuck the bullshit. Q, you got Q. Who was the sixth man of the year before Tyler Hero last season? Do you remember?
It was Jordan Clarkson.
Thank you, Cliff, because that's who Utah still got.
And they got Mike Conley too, and they looking at their career like, okay, well, who the fuck we running with?
Right.
Patrick Beverly, Malik Beasley.
Man, you talking guards? Malik ain't nothing.
Rudy Gay.
Malik ain't showed me enough, bruh. Malik let Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards run that block over there. Malik Beasley should have been running that block if he was that special to me, bruh.
Well,
if he was that special, he had that block first.
Maybe he wasn't in the right system. Q. You talked about fits. Maybe he wasn't the right fit in Minnesota.
And where Utah got?
Just your boy Dwayne Wade.
Sundown Towns. That's what
the coach said fucking and left.
Quinn Snyder. That was their coach.
They could keep Gordon Hayward. Why the fuck would Donovan Mitchell?
Oh my God! I'm glad you said Gordon Hayward. You see what I'm saying? Them boys gone, man. They gone. You had a team of shooters.
Gordon Hayward wasn't trash, especially in Utah.
He was injury prone all the time. When's the last time he really
not in Utah? Not in Utah until he got to Boston and broke his ankle in that first game.
That's right. No, he was hurting. Y'all probably don't remember him being in Charlotte, but that motherfucker was hurting Charlotte.
He left Boston. Yeah.
But I don't got nothing else.
Well, hold on, Cliff. Fucking man, what I have up here? I had some. Oh,
but throw some shit out. I gotta piss.
So John Wall, y'all see John Wall got a 2-year contract with the Clippers? What y'all think?
It's 15 or 13 million. Yes, and I like it.
I mean,
healthy.
Yeah,
it makes the roster even better.
Yeah,
but I mean, that's all on paper, bro. They got to get on the floor.
Right.
Yeah.
Because PG show flashes improving to a certain extent when you're talking about closing moments of a game, but where's Kawhi?
Right, he be hurt too.
Nah, he ain't. That motherfucker ain't injured.
Right, I think he bullshitting.
Motherfucker, player management should be called Kawhi management.
Load management, Kawhi management.
That's Kawhi management, not load management. That's Kawhi management.
Hey.
That shit started when motherfucking San Antonio, and I love telling this story, when they brought their ass to motherfucking Orlando and played them boys, knowing you had the Heat the next night, a top contender, and Popovich sent all the motherfuckers home. I'm talking about load management. Why you can't? Hold on. We play back-to-backs to play my best players against the best team because that's premier. That's prime real estate, man. That's TV money. It's a whole lot of reason to play them dudes. What do you do? Load management. Yeah, because you want to get thumped. You want to get thumped, bruh. You know, you were gonna come on that second end of the back-to-back, no sleep, 2.5-hour bus ride down to the 305 and catch them elbows, bruh. That's all I'm saying, man.
You hell, Q.
I don't care. I don't care. Even when we only won fucking 8-9 games in the season, guess what? Yeah, gonna have a black eye, a fucking eye on your forehead. You gonna have something, bro. Yeah, gonna be ailing when you go back to the crib. I'm just saying.
We're y'all the new bad boy Pistons. Y'all the new bad boy Pistons, Q.
Man, nah, we called them 305 head busters.
Hey Q, if you make a pro AM team, Q, call them the 305 head busters.
Yep, and I'm using this logo.
we was talking about. Wait, what was he just talking about? I lost track of thought now.
You was talking about what's
John
his name?
Wall
John Wall getting signed to the Clippers.
Oh yeah. Oh well.
What y'all think about TJ Warren going to the Nets on a 1-year deal? TJ Warren.
The Nets are setting themselves up so when KD and Kyrie is gone,
they can have pieces.
They got piece. Yes.
Everywhere. The whole
shit.
They pretty much building a separate team, just excluding them dudes if you look at it.
Yeah.
Because you still got Seth, you still got Ben Simmons, you still got Joe Harris. You know what I'm saying? That's 3 cats right there. Then you bring in TJ Warren and who's the other? Royce O'Neal. You know what I'm saying? I don't know now.
Got 2 teams on the same team. Like, what the hell?
Exactly. You pretty much got your post KD Kyrie era already in place. Damn near.
That's smart man to me.
Yeah, because that's let me know they gonna get rid of them. It's what they gonna get for them. That's why I said Miami has the best for them as far as bodies and picks. We can give you a couple of picks and give you some body that's gonna give you some great minutes and some great defense. Is what you gonna need in the postseason when y'all make it on the 8th seed. See what I'm saying?
But giving that away, do you don't think that hurts y'all at all?
No, because I'm looking at getting rid of Duncan Robinson since he got 2 years left on his $90 million deal. We signed Caleb Martin to a 3-year deal. I don't care about it. That's trade bait. Omer Yurtseven, 6'11", big body in the paint. He can stretch the floor and shoot a little bit. And then we give you a couple of draft picks. We'll even give you Gabe Vincent because he done proved himself to be in the start lineup last year as well. And I still get to keep my boy. I still get to keep. I get to keep. No, I ain't get rid of Strus.
You get rid of Strus?
Hell no. I get to keep Tyler Hero. I get to keep Bam, Jimmy, Lowry, Oladipo, Markieff Morris, Max Strus, and Dwayne Dedman, old big head ass. We still got Nikolai Jovic.
And y'all still got Udonis Haslem.
Hey, Q, you think it's time to start? You think it's time to start looking potentially for a replacement for Bam?
No.
Because I think, and again, I'm a Kentucky men's basketball fan. I support my boys all day in the league. But I feel like Julius Randle and Bam are in a similar boat right now in the league.
No, they're not. New York is making Julius Randle something he's not. Ball handler and a scorer. That's not his strength. But he can do it playing on a team like the Knicks. You come down to Miami, we want you in the paint. I don't need you dribbling this basketball for shit. Spot up, get dirty.
Right.
I mean, that's where he made his money at, trying to coming into the league.
Right.
Yeah. Especially after
I like Bam. I just don't know if y'all are getting y'all's money worth out of Bam right now.
We are getting our money's worth.
What do you think, Cliff and Les?
I no homo. I love Bam. Yo, dude. He's that look because this is what Whiteside was supposed to be.
Yes. I'm glad he did.
I agree with that. I also think that Malk is somewhat correct as well. I don't think y'all are getting y'all's money worth, but I think it's not Bam's fault. I think it's the team's fault. Because like I said in that playoff run, you just wasn't using him. You wasn't using him.
Yeah, it was too many pieces to jail him in.
Right.
And he's not your old school 5 to where he's gonna move something in the paint.
Right.
He's a little more crafty at his position. Yeah, he can grab rebounds. Yeah, he can shoot the mid range a little bit. Yeah, he can back you down, but he can't do it against Joel.
Right.
He can't
He's
do it
only
against
6'9". That's my issue.
That's what I'm saying. He can't do it
power
against Carl
forward.
Anthony Towns. He can't
He's
do
a
it
power
against
forward.
Jokic. He can't
He
do it
should've-
against the best.
But he can't be a power forward in this modern day NBA because you can't stretch the floor.
Yep.
Right, he definitely can't. I'm looking at
He
his
has
stats.
to play the 5.
Yeah, now you're athletic enough to play the 5, but yes, you're sacrificing that height. But to Q's point, he's not the traditional big. You have to catch him on his cuts.
He's a Danny. He's a Danny on 2K. Danny's like 6'9". In his big Q, like 6'9".
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a Danny.
You gotta
He's
hit him when he's available.
Right.
When he's making a move, not allow him to make the move himself.
Right.
Well, he can make it the move himself.
He has.
He just his
Not
IQ
forward.
does that for him when he does do it. Let's put it that way. His IQ does it. He sees something on the floor that says keep the ball dry.
Right.
You know, he's just not gonna see Joel sitting in the paint and be like, I'm finna take this nigga.
Right.
You know, no Zion mentality there.
No.
You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
like Bam. I just.
But
feel like-
am I getting my money? I am getting my money out of Bam. I am, because he's bought into my way, what we want, and he do what we want.
Right,
Now in the
right.
playoffs, they should have used him. That ain't his fault.
Fun
That
fact:
ain't-
y'all know that
that ain't
Bam's
his fault.
real name is Idris Femi
Yeah.
Adebayo.
Mhm.
I didn't know that. I thought his real name was Bam. Like I thought it was really
I
Bam.
really thought his real name was Bam too. Like, damn, that nigga ain't
That's his
Bam.
nickname. That's just his nickname. Yeah.
Nah, that's the nickname his mama gave him while they were living in that small trailer in one of the Carolinas. I can't remember.
He must have been. He's from Jersey. Q. It says he's from Newark, New
Matter of
Jersey.
fact, my bad, Jersey. You right.
North.
You right. You right.
He must have been bad as hell as a kid to get a nickname Bam. Bam.
Yeah, he was. He was. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Nigga,
I think
big
of
as shit.
what's that? The Flintstones. Bam.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Bam Bam and Pep.
That nigga was 6'3" at 12 years old.
That's ridiculous.
How you gonna whoop that kid's ass? Like,
Listen.
imagine.
You not. He's beating your ass.
Go
Right.
for the joints.
Let's see what the heart got. Let's see what your
Go for
inner
them
dog.
joints.
Oh yeah, as far as other stuff goes, Cliff. I was going to ask you, Lesson Q. So I seen that 4 hours ago it says Booker agreed to a supermax extension with the Suns.
Woo.
Yeah, he got that. Yeah, he got that. Yeah.
So do y'all think that the Suns? I'm not saying he didn't deserve it. I guess what I'm trying to say is with him gracing the cover of 2K for next season, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it kind of was like, yeah, we got like we can't not give you.
I think that played into it. Yeah.
right. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
I think his Kobe mentality played into it. Loyal, you know, he's a loyal guy. You know, he's actually from, you know, he graduated.
You told me that
20 minutes away from where I'm living at right now.
Louisiana. He's
No,
from
Mississippi,
Mississippi.
Moss
Yeah, you told me that.
Point, Mississippi.
Mm.
yeah, you
Because
told me.
he brought Kylie Uglass down here when he opened up that basketball court.
Yeah, that's what you said. He did that.
Yeah.
You mean Ken? Well, he broke up with Kendall, but yeah. he
Well,
brought-
yeah, that mother. Well, you know,
yeah,
one
whatever
of them.
one.
One of them.
Whatever
yeah.
one of them.
Not-
No, you right
yeah.
though. Let me see something. I want to see. He light skinned as hell to be from Mississippi.
That's
Well,
a fact.
He
Yeah.
doesn't. He was a military kid, I believe.
He's from
Or-
Grand Rapids. He was born in Grand Rapids.
He
I
was
guess.
born in and he moved down here with his dad, I believe. That's what it was, or something like that. But he graduated from Moss Point High School.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
which
see
is-
that Moss Point and He went to Granville and Moss Point. It says.
How far are you from Ocean Springs?
Ocean Springs. The bridge is right 3 minutes up the road. I'm right. I'm literally like I'm in Biloxi, so like
Are you in Biloxi? Word.
yeah. I'm right across the railroad track. You know, that ain't number 2 minutes to the beach, right there.
Yeah, you right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Right off the.
Yeah, if I go, yeah, I'm right by the Hard Rock.
Yeah, by the casinos there.
Yeah, I'm by the Hard Rock. I'm on the Hard Rock Boulevard. I'm literally in between the Hard Rock Boulevard and that Ocean Springs.
Yeah, the
Bridge.
Boulevard.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Flip
I
out
was-
the ball sleep.
Listen.
I was down there. My homie is in the Air Force and he stayed down there.
Keesler.
Yeah, the Kessler.
Right up the street. Yeah.
Yep. So,
But yeah, I mean, I like Devin Booker. That's another guy. Again, UK boy. I mean, we can talk about him all day. But I just feel like when the playoffs, you shit the bed. You shit the bed when it counts. These guys shit the bed when it counts. And
however, I understand that, but what did they get from Ayton though?
Not enough. Not enough.
I mean, but I also feel like Ayton was somewhat in that Bam Adebayo.
He wasn't used
area.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Where he was available and you just weren't getting it to him because you felt like you had the better shot.
True.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think. DeAndre's from the Bahamas.
Mm. Yeah, he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, Tim Duncan kind of guy.
That no ankle having motherfucker. He's good, but his ankle can't hold up for shit, bro.
I like DeAndre.
He gonna miss about 30 a year. He gonna miss 30 games a year minimum. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro. Ball, he gonna be like Uncle Drew. He gonna be old as hell, still trying to ball. You know, I ain't like that deal they signed him last year. I ain't like that. All that money, I don't know.
DeAndre Ayton, I like DeAndre Ayton.
No, I do too.
I like him too. I think he needs a mid range a little bit, but you know he's a good five.
Neither him or Bam ever, neither him or Mo ever lived up to their expectations.
Mo Bamba, yeah, man. Mo Bamba never.
Song about him and everything. You would think, boy, you're gonna be tough. But also, he's in Orlando, bro. Like,
they tried to make moves.
So, PSA as a reminder, It says Jody Allen, the chair of the Portland Trail Blazers and Seattle Seahawks, keeps reiterating to everybody that neither team is currently for sale. So quit trying to buy the Seahawks and the Blazers, apparently. I don't know who would want to buy them anyways. They both suck.
Seahawks. Well, hold up now. The Seahawks.
Drew Lock? That's all I got to say.
Geno Smith?
Right. Come on, Les. They could
Hold on now. Y'all ain't finna get on my Opalaka goon now. Y'all leave Geno alone now. Geno making his money. He going where the money at.
No, get your money, G, but...
Yeah, Seattle needs more. But no, as far as other information goes, I'm kind of just scanning. Yeah, I don't have any other big... I know the Warriors re-signed Kevin Looney. Like y'all said, Bridges is still in trouble with that, allegedly, the domestic violence. Yeah.
Oh, that too.
Lean. I didn't know that.
He was drinking lean on Instagram Live.
He has court July 20th.
Before one of them games.
How they prove that?
Right.
But you see, his woman put all his business online.
And what if he had a script?
He don't got no script, and that's a prohibited substance in the NBA and NFL. Can't have no lean, and you go and then you go out and you lean on the bench because your ass can't shoot for shit. You leaning everywhere.
You never know. Maybe that's relax your muscles, and you out there balling.
No, man, they was shooting air balls. You too relaxed.
So
isn't gonna fall asleep on the 3-point line.
And right. Now listen, we all know J.R. Smith wasn't sober. We saw in games where he clearly looked high or confused. Like, so I'm not gonna judge too much. But no, Cliff, that's really I see that's a nice pickup. The OKC, did y'all hear that they got what's his name? Something Dort, the boy from that's a good pickup.
Oh yeah. That's
a good pickup. Oh wait, he already played. I'm tripping. He already played with OKC with the last season.
Lou Dort.
Okay, I'm thinking. My bad. Anyways, yeah. Other than that, I don't have any.
I must not even been paying attention to what you was saying.
I'm like, well, the way they phrased it was he signed. Like to me, did he just like I don't know?
He probably re-signed.
Right. That's what I was kind of confused on. So okay. I got a burning question for y'all, Cliff, and we can wrap. Obviously, like you said, wrap it up. Where does everyone think that Kyrie and KD do land? And do y'all think they land together or separate? So where do they land, and do they land together?
I think Kyrie goes to LA.
To the Lakers, not to Clippers.
I think Kyrie goes to LA. It makes sense. KD. I can see him ending up in Miami.
What did they have to get rid of to get that?
Yeah, Q. If y'all get him, what would y'all give?
Bro, what you
That's
gonna
what-
give back?
Equal.
That's
Q,
what I
it would
tell
equal.
y'all. We got the bodies y'all need plus draft picks. You gonna get a draft pick or two out the Lakers for Kyrie anyway. So just take another 2 draft picks from the Heat and some bodies that'll produce on the floor.
How about a 3-team trade? LA, Miami,
In
and
Brooklyn.
Nah, because then that involves Russ, and I don't need them thinking about bringing him to the
They ain't
305.
gonna bring both of y'all. That KD and Russ.
Yeah,
Man,
KD.
but see, I can see Brooklyn saying we don't want him, so we dump him, and y'all give me Tyler. You see what I'm saying? And I don't want to put Tyler into play because we don't have to if we go straight for KD on our own. I can give you 4 solid players and 2 draft picks without touching my core and my 6th man of the year.
But you know that the Nets came out and said, oh, they want a superstar player plus some plus picks.
You're not gonna get it with the destinations that KD wants to go to. Plus, you have also that clause that prevents max rookies to play on the same team, and they have Ben Simmons. So Bam cannot go to the Nets.
He's on the back.
Devin Booker can't go to the Nets.
God damn.
You know what I mean? They can't be on the same team. And that's kind of handicaps you, but then again, for us, it keeps us in a good place. Because I like Bam. I love Bam. I need Bam. I want Bam.
I'm a fucking, I was dear to his heart. Hey, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Who's y'all's backup center?
Who's our backup?
Deadman, right, Q?
Yeah, we got Deadman, but then you got to remember we also have Yurtseven.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of then.
But that's why I say Yurtseven is a stretch center, so to speak.
Right.
He can get you double-digit rebounds, and he's young as hell.
Why give it to him?
But Q, is Kyle Lowry really your guy at point guard?
Yeah,
No.
we had that conversation.
No.
We had that conversation.
Less.
No.
I can say that, but I can get solid defense and double digits assists. I don't need your points if I get a guy like KD.
All right.
Y'all still got Oladipo, so is he not going to leave? I thought Oladipo might.
Oladipo signed a 1-year deal, and he
Okay.
said he finna prove everybody wrong because nobody wanted him.
Wants that big check, you know what I'm saying?
But Q, Kyle Lowry. So, Cliff, I ain't trying to diss. Kyle Lowry's your age, Cliff. So, and I'm saying that in sports wise, right? I'm saying, Q, I don't know. Once again, I hear what you're saying, but look at these young point guard. Look at these young look at the John Morants in them.
If you know one thing about the Heat, we create our own identity. We don't do what everybody else is doing.
Right.
We got our own system, and we play hardball. Like, you gonna play defense, you gonna play D, and you gonna play games. Now, in Kyle Lowry's defense, he spent a lot of game, and I had this conversation too. I don't know why, but he spent a lot of time off the court last year for family reasons. You know what I mean? And then when he came back, boom, he had that hamstring injury.
He ain't no Isaiah Thomas.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just playing.
No, I like Isaiah Thomas though, Cliff. To your point, I mean, my Lakers had him for a little bit. I don't know why he can't stay nowhere. Everybody seems to just let him.
He's in Charlotte now.
Is he good for him?
Yeah, he been getting sent around a little bit.
Well, Charlotte picked him up last year.
Right, I see.
Toward the end of the season, so I think he found a home because he gelled real good with LaMelo.
That's good.
All them young bulls down there. He like the oldest dude on the team.
Right.
So, and they just, show up, drink some lean, and let's go out there.
I think Kyrie. I mean, I hope if Kyrie comes, we get like a Cleveland Cavalier Kyrie. So I hope he comes to the Lakers if we get the Cleveland Cavaliers version of Kyrie.
You don't even need a Cleveland Kyrie. You just need a Kyrie that's gonna come to work.
Yeah, that's true. I just need
That's it, because Kyrie ball.
Just need you to clock in.
Hey,
KD, I don't know. I don't know where.
hey, come get on the court. That's all we need you to do.
Right.
Listen.
For me, if they I believe they're going. I feel like they're going to separate because I don't think there's not enough cap room, bro. You got wage. I mean, you got wage. You got like probably $100 million just in them both two coming together. That's a lot of bread. The only teams I can see going that way. And you can't even make trades. They'd have to be like trade and then like a sign, like a trade and sign, sign a new deal. Like they have to restructure their deals. So for me, they got to be separated. Plus I don't like them playing together anyway because they really ain't got nobody else except them. But yeah, I got KD going to. They ain't going to the fucking LA. They ain't got no room. Ain't got no room there. So I like the Miami. I like the Miami play, and I actually like Kyrie. If they can make this work, I like him going to Memphis. I like that because Ja and you got Kyrie. Both of them could play the 1 or the 2, and that can bring depth to your bench. That could take a starter out of the rotation, slide it to your bench, and then I got Memphis actually. If they can make that play, even for Kyrie or for KD, if they can, Memphis, because Memphis has room.
They got to give up Devin Bang.
You got Jaren Jackson. You got your boy Ja. You got some other young stars. I don't know their roster up and down. But if you could get a KD or Kyrie, I don't care who I got to give her away. Fuck it. Should have the team, bro. Because at the end of the day, our draft and when the cash that we have available in free agency, bro, we can sign anybody anyway. So let's do it. The only person that's really making real bread is Ja. And he just got that bread like yesterday. So like, we got time and space and opportunity. So yeah.
And to your point, free agency has kind of stalled a little bit with other guys signing just because of this. So you're right. I can see that because they got the money to pick up some other guys if need be. That's true. That's true.
I don't see Ja and Kyrie though because they're both. I don't know if they would gel, like personality wise.
But that's two different games though. They don't play the same way.
Right.
So that kind of does work.
They both like to have the ball in their hands, though.
Man, but Kyrie catching Ja on the dish rather than Ja having to cross over is a whole lot better.
I can see it working.
Yeah.
And you gotta think, Kyrie don't come to work, Ja gonna be like, bro, why didn't you bring your bitch? You know what I'm saying? Ja gonna tell you how it is. Feel like.
Yeah.
Kyrie, sure of that.
Ja's getting paid because he was the lone act. Now he got help. Playoffs.
See, but to me, it's more than just skill. Obviously, as y'all know, like chemistry is so important, but beyond just the skill too. Like you can have the skills, right, with people, but if you don't have the chemistry, it doesn't work.
They're both gritty players. I didn't mean to cut you off. They're just both gritty players.
You good?
I like the move.
And these young guys are all about entertainment anyway. Kyrie's an entertainer.
Not Kyrie.
He's an entertainer by default.
He hates the media. He's
an entertainer by default. When he got the ball in his hand, everybody. Yeah.
When he's clocked in, Q, I agree. He's gonna entertain you. Like he calls it right. We all know he calls it art. He looks at basketball as
okay. And you got a team of young guys in Memphis that's boosting your head. They're like, damn, why?
But he had that in Boston too, Q. He had that in Boston too.
Man, he had that in Boston. Them boys ain't want that boy out.
Yes, they love him.
They ain't want him there.
Kyrie went to Boston wanting to be the general, and nigga, use a lieutenant. You need to just stay in your place. That's how they treated that boy.
So just then from Bleacher Report, real quick, Rob Pelinka, our GM, says Anthony Davis is quietly having one of the biggest off seasons of his career.
Yeah, I've seen shit. Anybody really pressed?
It ain't even regular season yet. I ain't seen that.
Why? Because he practicing shooting?
Right. A couple free throws?
Yeah, like he hitting 10 out of 10 now. I mean, fuck.
Listen, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This COVID kicking my ass. I need to lay down.
We're gonna wrap it up.
So let's do the hit the showers and get wrapped up.
Hit the shower.
I don't even know who mine is, to be honest with you.
Fire will always have to hit the showers in my book. Urban, stay out them damn bars, sir. Stop looking. Close your eyes when you see a pretty lady, all right?
Nah,
Thank
fuck that. Just get divorced. Just get divorced, and then you ain't got to worry about that.
I got mine.
He ain't doing that.
Game time, hit the motherfucking showers, bro. You just keep proving everybody right. You don't want to win. You want to make your little paper. You're fine staying in Portland. You're fine rapping. You don't want to win a championship. And no offense, Dame, you're not about to sell gold or platinum in a week anyways with your rap. I'm not saying you're bad. You halfway all right.
We all know that. We all know that.
But you ain't finna win no Grammy, so you might as well win a chip. So hit the showers and stay in Portland.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you touched on Dame, cause mine go to Donovan Mitchell. Donovan. They ain't doing nothing for you in the small market city of Salt Lake.
What is even there?
You're hanging out with Jimmy because y'all share trainers. Nah, that ain't why. You coming to South Beach because you want to be at South Beach, baby. Kill the KD talk. We don't need him if we get you, boy.
I can
Just
see
tell
him.
him you want to be gone. Rudy gone. Your coach gone. You wanted your coach. Fuck Rudy. Now you got neither. Just come on to the 305. D-Wade done told you what it is. I ain't even gonna talk about it.
I can see that too.
D-Wade came there to let you know what it was.
I can see it.
I can see that too.
Come on down to South Beach. Hit the shower, then come on down to South Beach.
Showers and go ahead and come on down to South Beach.
Hold up, I had one too.
To the Cavs 2022, 2023.
Nah, hold up. Who did I have one for? Oh, I'm giving mine to Steve Nash.
Okay, explain.
Something gotta be off for you to lose faith in, for all your star players to lose faith in your leadership.
I lost faith when he came to the Lakers, Cliff.
Listen,
I ain't had faith in Steve Nash in a long time.
You gotta give it to Steve.
I'm with it. Well, peace. What we say, Cliff? Like, subscribe, share,
All
troll,
that.
tell a friend. Come back. What, next Wednesday?
Yep, Wednesday it is.
7:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep, we'll catch y'all motherfuckers. Y'all be good or be good at it. We out.
Yeah. Peace.